My hair is what is keeping me since I washed out the excess dye today.
Yeah. Hey, Fee.
Hello, Fiaura.
Okay.
Hello, Fee.
Uh-oh.
Hi.
Do we want to know?
Was it the shower by any chance and to do with your hair?
No, go on.
I doubt it's what you people are thinking of.
It's probably the hair in the drain.
Well, she did just put in the stream chat even, that she's cleaning out the excess dye.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
dye.
dye the
Oh,
hair,
she
is it?
changed her hair color. This
Yeah.
one might get good. This is gonna be good.
That's
Isn't
fine.
that like illegal?
No, you are legally allowed to make your hair any color you freaking want.
Yeah.
And considering she's not working for some corporate slag heads, she doesn't have to worry about her hair color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, if you work for, and the silliest one is working for a call center, having your hair dyed an odd color, they get a little upset about for I don't know why, except it's something to do with, I guess, when they're showing off prospective clients.
Yeah, we had that when I was doing tech support. We had to dress
No
a
outrageous
certain way.
hairstyles or colors.
Considering
the thing is, we were a third-party company.
Yeah.
So we quite frequently had business.
Hetty, you guys suffered a blowout.
what?
You and Spitfire, Hetty just showed an imager of the battle
Yeah,
report.
there was nothing we could do. Our
They
team
only
just
lost. They
collapsed
only lost three
over
guys.
and over and over again.
I spent most of it running.
Yeah,
You
we
had-
spent. Okay, the one times in which me and Hetty got to do any damage, most of the time it was in the short few minutes that we got it.
Wow. And I'm looking
Also-
at what these guys did. Yeah, the enemy team only lost was 3 dudes, and
Can I just
Considering-
say, I came top of the team having done no damage in that game. I think that says something about the teams.
oh, dude, yeah, you made the top experience.
Yeah.
Your Stingray must have lit up a lot of targets, and the team not enough of the team took advantage of it. You've
Bear
got
with me.
yeah, and then you got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just saying, it's not good to feed
Ah.
canines chocolate
No, it wasn't.
no
or
you
canine
kill
like
them.
creatures.
It's an
Dogs,
omnivore. Though.
Chocolate is
Dogs
poisonous to
could not-
dogs.
Yeah,
It's a
dogs
fox.
don't have.
It's an omnivore. It can eat anything.
No,
Don't feed the fox the choco, because the choco, like a dog, can kill them because the bromine they cannot process.
I did
Yeah, dogs
2,858 spotting damage in that game.
But I'm just saying that under you, only like 5 people broke 1,000. The rest of the team barely got 500 points damage.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the
we had some
hell?
pretty awful games, to be honest.
So it sounds like your team tried to do the campy bit. We're gonna
The
hide.
team just sucked.
Oh, trust me, I had a game in my BMD4 on Reactor on the south side.
Ooh.
You know, the team that sponsors all the buildings and has like a river.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I
it
know,
goes
I know.
to the
Reactor-
east side of the dam.
Yeah, Reactor is a tough map.
We were losing, and then suddenly all of our Centauros and Tank Destroyers were camping at the base side of the river. I hadn't done any damage at the that point, so I did 3,500 damage in 2 minutes. I'm not sure if Eddie was watching it, but I was basically just running and had to smoke grenade everything, and as I was getting constantly shot at because our team just completely collapsed.
Oh, and by the way, what's wrong with this picture?
Wait a minute. What map was that? That was PV. That was PVE.
That one's PvE.
This is Starry Night.
But have a look at my tank and tell me what's wrong with my tank.
Apparently.
I don't know the answer to that question.
We're all in Roll20.
Are you?
Seems so.
Yeah.
Look at this, there's 9 people in TeamSpeak and there's 9 people in Roll20.
So why are we talking about Armored Warfare?
I was just asking
We were talking
Darby
about
what
the
was wrong
awful
with the picture I
fucking
just posted in the chat.
retards on our teams. Like people who could literally file to be killed under medical laws if we were in Nazi Germany.
I do apologize to everyone. When one dyes one hair, something other than a basic color that naturally exists, it tends to have a lot of runoff. In this case, however, it was starting to stick to the tub after I showered.
Ooh, that's
So
not
you
good
were
in
dyeing
your
the tub.
accommodation.
Aha. Red tips.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry,
Very nice.
Alright, so
Very nice with the red tips on your hair.
they were there the last 3 days. You just noticed them.
It does look cute though.
Yeah. The blue and the
Sorry?
red mixing
I have
effect.
bad eyes. I apologize.
Your apology is found wanting!
Are you gonna execute him for heresy?
That's fine. Give
We're
me
doing
the gun. I'll
it,
do
get
it
it,
myself. I don't trust your work.
Heresy.
Oh,
Heresy, oh god.
Ha!
There she
Somebody
goes
got it.
again.
Can we execute Spitfire for that one?
Can I shoot him and then myself?
Shoot who?
Spitfire for heretical comments.
Heretical.
I'm female.
Wait, is everybody actually here?
Yeah.
But Jay,
I'd written
yeah.
Barbados
We
off as
found out
never
what happened
coming
to
again.
Barbados. We finally found out what happened to Barbados.
Sorry.
Jade is not going to be make it.
Again.
That's sad.
I had assumed we were writing Barbados off.
Well, apparently Barbados came back
He's
after
been very sick.
very, very bad
Well,
bout
I
of
can just
something.
be a silent spectator, but I can go back there chat if
From
you
the
want.
sounds of it, they were quarantined.
In the meantime, so Jade's not here, so Kat's not on the board. Kai is here, so Grim is on the board. Am I missing anybody? If anyone is not on the board, now is your time to fucking speak, man.
I'm on the board.
I'm not on the
I've been
board.
there.
Don't say I am on the board or I'm not on the board. Tell me your character name, because I and me does not help me at all.
Hey, you know my name.
Magellan Bobbery
Okay.
is front and present.
Gamma is
Rain.
on the board.
Rain is here.
So
I'll
wait,
shift this is not here.
flamboyantly on the board.
Uno, vi haveros.
All's not here. I think he's dead.
No, he's just bunking with Kai for some reason. Him and Grim
Oh,
got thrown into the
God.
same room.
The neat happy
Graham and
guardsman's
Orval
back.
sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
But to come here,
Heresy.
just
Anyone
just in
else? Final
time.
call. Okay.
Oh, we've got 8 on the board and 8 players, so...
So would
looks good to me.
anyone like to update the rest of the stream as to what is going on, or do I have to do it again?
With
I
can
can
do it.
if you want.
Go ahead, whoever I is.
David, that's Hedy. Okay, so we scrambled out of a dark, dingy hole, having had fun and games with a Slanesh-tainted Sister of Battle, and found ourselves a local guardsman on suicide patrol. Local guardsman dragged us back to our favourite guard fortifications, where we were let back in by our favourite guard captain,
It's not here.
who was,
Let's die.
as
It's
always,
in my neck now.
ecstatic to see us. And then we got brought before Sister Morphine, who proceeded to chew us all out for bullshit and shenanigans that happened in said earlier hole. Including put an order to exterminate me if I show any hint of heretical or traitorous behaviour.
you are to be executed.
I am to be executed, and I am to be escorted at all times.
With no...
To the people
Wait.
who are unsubscribing and resubscribing in an attempt to get me to say your name. That's not how
That
this
sounds
works,
dumb.
because until the subscriber number moves, which it doesn't move when you do that, I'm not gonna announce anyone news here.
So,
So, yeah, back to where
basically,
we
we're
were.
supposed to not get... No hesitation. As soon as Hedy shows signs of naughtiness, bam!
Yep,
That's why I'm
my
following you.
I do
my grey
remember
matter
my last
sprayed all over
declared
the
action.
nearest wall.
That's good to know.
So-
Now, in the meantime, all of you have hauled onto a transport ship that has arrived into dead space. You literally cannot see anything but pitch void outside the ship. You know you're in the material realm, though, and not the warp, because the Geller fields have been turned off and no one's dead.
Yet.
And we're not crawling with Chaos Spawn.
The
Yet.
entire ship is mostly off. The lights are off. The emergency lighting is on. A low humming siren is being played through the halls. And as all of you have stepped out of your rooms to wonder what is going on, this guy has appeared.
Yes, that pretty fellow.
I was going to say my last declared action was I was
tell me
trained on
he's
him.
not that big.
He has an oval shaped head, appears to have a third arm with a claw attached to it, and is currently carrying a smoking las pistol and a very bloody large knife. By very bloody, I mean still dripping with the fresh blood it's already taken. Some of it purple, some of it red.
Purple. Okay.
I think we already started shooting at him.
No, we
Last
didn't.
time.
No.
I was asking about rolling initiative, as Fee said, and that's the end of today's session.
Before that, I
All right,
was aiming at him.
okay, well, see you all
Just
later.
declaring that.
So, in the meantime, what's everybody doing? Are we rolling initiative now?
I
Yes,
would like to roll
shooting,
initiative. I
shooting.
certainly don't fancy
He's,
talking
he's
to
a
this
mutant.
thing.
I'm killing him.
Okay, roll initiative.
That's more like it. That's how my initiative should roll. Fucking hell.
Wait.
What do we roll
Wait.
for initiative, though?
A D10 plus your bonuses. So mine just increased to a 6.
A D10
Nice.
plus your agility bonus.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
And I get a plus
Flavia,
2 to my
you
agility
better
bonus
roll
because
in.
of my creed of the Xenos.
I think
Alright, I
my
got a
tech
10.
priest has problems
Guy,
getting
you
up in the
have
morning.
to type /roll.
I have to remember how to use this again.
Oh, okay.
I get a full
So-
16.
Seriously, though.
Wow, I rolled a nat 10.
Seriously,
sound
3
like the
nat
worst.
10s in that one?
My tech priest has troubles getting up in the morning. Okay.
He walks up to you lot, looks up and goes, "Quick, come with me!" And then starts
What?
walking off.
Are you gonna
No,
say
I'm-
this
I'm
in the
Hetty,
in
it's
the
your
Dark
turn. What do you
Heresy
do?
Seeing as I now have the ability to call a shot without penalty, I call a shot for its head. And,
Wait, should
pull-
we follow it? I mean, it could.
It's not human.
Let's follow him. I don't want to die.
Heresy!
Fuck your heresy. I don't want to
It's
die.
like this. It obviously ain't human.
Move forward or I'll execute
Sure,
you
yeah.
under the,
The
Congratulations,
Well, I've sworn.
Hetty. Please roll a d10 to see if you jam your las carbine.
Wow, already.
That laugh.
For crying out loud.
What about that laugh?
Nothing has
Can I go
changed
home
from
now?
last week.
Hetty successfully jams a las
Roll
carbine.
D20 hates us.
Yes, it does.
Hetty has successfully jammed her las carbine.
A las carbine.
Congratulations! You get the special cap.
Put it like
Oh.
this, if that was a ballistic weapon, it would have blown up.
Do I have
Basically, he
to
put a short in
unjam it
his
now?
rifle.
But Alistair just kind of looks at them and like, well, the blade he has not with the blood, which is not human. What if he's just somewhat mutated? If he is still loyal,
He's a mutant.
Do I need to repair
I'm
it?
still firing as well. I triple shot.
Could we like get a plan and get everyone into position first and figure out what we're doing rather than some people randomly firing, some people not want to fire in, and then the guy who was supposed to be shooting at just sits there and goes, "What the actual fuck is going on?"
Well, Hedy already pulled the first shot. I think it's too late for that.
Yeah, but
oh,
he
he
jammed.
nailed at it.
He
Oh,
jammed.
my las carbine kind of went fizz as I pulled the trigger.
So far we haven't actually entered combat yet.
So, what are we doing now?
Let's
Just
follow him.
him. Yeah.
Apart from the
I
fact that
wanna
we've
shoot
rolled
him.
initiative.
Who's following him and who's shooting at him?
Regalia
Lanzabi's next
shooting.
on 16, so...
Take your
Shooting.
shot. As everyone else starts, if you're following him, go ahead and move your character like you're starting to follow. If you're shooting him, don't move and just roll the dice.
Yeah, but if
Oh,
you're
shit.
gonna
Did I
shoot
do
him,
it
then what's the
twice?
point of following him?
Not only did you do it twice, you probably
My bad.
failed twice.
Yes.
I was scrolled up so I didn't see it pop up, so I was like, oh, did I hit it?
So shooting and taking aim, since I have to roll this thing two-handed with the hand cannon.
Although if it's 3 shots, don't I make 3 rolls?
No, you make one
Yes.
roll and then use that one roll to determine how many shots hit.
Wait, did somebody
Damn.
roll a 17?
I missed.
Yeah, I missed.
Wow,
Thank
you
you for
all
shot.
shoot at him, and
Thank you, roll D20.
there's a special level of special that we have achieved here today, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, we're having an argument over whether or not to follow this guy or shoot him, and the people trying to shoot him all whiffed.
The,
So close.
the machine
the
spirits
gods
our
of the
guns are disturbed by the lack of connection to the warp in this area.
You know, maybe
I
they're
just-
just
I
obeying
just
me
typed
because
it,
I said
roll
not to
D20.
shoot at him.
Ah.
Also, Hedy, give me your last carbine.
No,
so I
no,
can
I'm
jam it.
following him, but I'm doing it at a distance. I'm not gonna get too close.
Then please observe the board that you just tried to move through a solid wall.
So I
What
just
about-
typed it. Roll
What
D20
about
hates
the
us
people
and
in the
loves
room?
the
Do they
NPC.
hear?
Did Sir Flavian try to hit him?
I tried to shoot
Doesn't seem
him.
like it.
So, let me get this straight. Exactly half the party tried to shoot him, and half the party is following him.
This engine is
Everybody
falling
that tried
already.
to pull the trigger missed. Or, in my case, managed to screw the gun up.
He yells at the top of his lungs and starts sprinting away as people start shooting at him.
Well, that's
I
bloody
can't
right.
yell after him. What the heck? What in the Emperor's name are you? Mutant or what? Can I yell that after him?
He just hisses at you.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
that's
definitely
not
a mutant.
normal.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to aim at the Psyker and ask what he's doing.
Wait, me or the other one?
You.
The sanctioned psyker.
The Sanction
Okay.
Psyker.
The whatever that thing is, it had blood on its blade. Blood that was not human. If it is killing our other enemies on this thing, it could be an ally. Even if
It also
that
had
is...
red blood on its blade.
But
Could
where is
easily be
this
an
kill?
hybrid.
We should find a kill if
Have
we
you
want to.
forgotten the axiom? Suffer not the Xenos to live. Listen not to the Xenos. Speak not to the Xenos.
We're
Even
learning
if,
morals
even
from
if it's not a
Ascava.
Xenos, it's still a mutant.
Same thing goes for mutants, damn it.
Exactly.
Oh, there are
Xenos,
some
mutants,
mutants
and
that are
witches.
acceptable.
Some pixels while they argue.
Sword.
Mm-hmm. Try to remember that, Psyche, before I remember that you're a mutant.
No more mutant than the Emperor. He was a
Ooh,
psycho
ow.
just the
Ooh,
same.
you can't say that.
No, he was a psycho just like me. You need to
And
remember
Fee's like,
that,
for
dear
fuck's sake,
priest.
get in the middle of that box like wording.
So everyone, I have marked the freight elevator and this floor's power conduit for you.
Are you sure it's not a trash compactor?
I make no promises.
The GM says it's power related. It's power related.
Well, I'll give
So-
Roll D20 one thing. At least it didn't jam my gun again.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I just managed to jam a less carbine.
I'm going to reload the
Yeah.
one bullet I used. It was a dum-dum, by the way. It's
Oh,
what I've
I'll
loaded.
pick up my round.
So what is
by
everyone
the
doing
way-
now?
I'm
By the way,
going to
Fee, can I
reload
just check
Hades'
quickly?
carbine.
With mine being a las weapon, does it take 2 rounds to clear it, or is it still just 1?
It takes 2.
Fuck.
What if I unjam it?
It's because it's a 2 round to replace. It's a
If
2
the
round
tech
to replace.
priest does her thing that unjams it, it unjams.
Oh, if you don't mind.
I just imagine hearing Hetty
We should get moving to
press
the
the
elevator.
trigger and the las rifle went
Actually,
Because-
Tom, using dum-dums isn't why he missed. It's these dum-dums trying to shoot something is why he missed.
Roll D20 hates us and loves
I had
the
to set it
NPC.
up by. I had
Oh dear, the party is as dumb as the bullet.
Would this be intelligence and tech use?
Yes.
Okay, that's
Okay,
71.
guys, enough. Let's get to the trash compactor. Let's go.
First, shouldn't we restore power?
I am not gonna Star Wars you yet.
Yes,
Have
seems
you
legit.
able to start
Oh,
showing
for
you
love
forward
of-
to
Holy
make
shit.
you move?
The gun the gun refuses to unjam and looks at the tech
That
priest and
roll.
goes, "You need to romance me better."
That was like
Tough love.
I had like
Move your
almost a
ass, assassin.
75% chance of getting it right.
71% chance of getting it right, and it
Yeah.
still went no.
And it still just goes nope. Yeah.
Well, I pull out
I'll
my
have to
last
agree
gun.
with Lenzabi here.
This is a reminder
What?
to Hetty.
What
if
about
you get in
me,
the trash
Sophie?
compactor, I could tentacle rape you with the lictor.
No!
Oh, Fee, I just thought, do I, going back to the dream you gave me on the planet, do I need to roll willpower?
Yes.
Oh,
Hey,
snap.
everybody
Um,
knows
Wait,
those.
would you have
Guys,
Everybody
bonus
knows
for that
those
for
mouth
the torture
tentacles are
thing?
for sucking your brains out.
Guys, just bear with me a moment.
Wait, should you have a bonus for the
Oh,
inquisitorial
thank
torture?
fuck for that. Okay,
moving.
we're cool.
So the guy that was trying to talk to you earlier, dimly lit at one of the ends of the hall, peeks his head back around the corner. Are you still gonna shoot at me?
I shout out, "No, we're gonna." And then I whisper to everyone else.
I just give it a cold smile as a fight with the power pack and my laser
I
carbine.
can't see this cold smile. Remember, you're in emergency lighting.
Yeah, I shout out, "We're not gonna shoot you," and then I whisper to everyone else, "Let's stab him."
Yeah, I think you guys need to change.
I said
Oh
blow
my
him
God,
up, but I don't
So,
think I got
is
it because
isn't a 7 like a headshot?
Sorry?
Isn't a 7 like a headshot?
No, that's a 7 to
Willpower test.
not to succumb to certain nastinesses
Oh,
going off
you
within the
rolling
mind of my
willpower, never
character.
Slanesh tentacles. Enough said.
It's
Let's
a
go.
type of headshot.
I guess
Aha.
while they're all talking, Alistair will move forward and call out to the thing. What are you again? Asking him.
Awareness?
Um,
Unless, or do we see them over all that stuff?
No.
no, Fee's just getting the counters ready for when we do find
Oh
them.
god, there's
Okay.
more. There's more.
Well, yeah, out of character, it's a Genestealer cult. There's
Actually,
there's
I'm
more.
not getting their counters ready at all. I was trying to make sure I had the controls right for bringing on other things.
Ah,
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, Alistair calls out to the weird, whatever it is. What are you and who are you?
My name is Franz. I'm one of the engine operator, fuel specialist. Rank
Why do you have
47.
limitations?
Quickly, Tech Priest,
why
ask him
are
something
we
only a fuel
speaking to
specialist
this
would know.
thing? And yet I'm the one that's supposed to be being watched for heresy.
Know thy enemy, assassin. Know thy enemy.
Okay,
Always
Tech
wise.
Priest, say something nerdy. He'll probably respond.
Has the
I
nuclear
am
power
between those
to the
two, by the
quantum
way.
generator which generates to the Gulla warp field been repaired yet using your supersonic tools that can only be made by crystallized fusion on the planet of Yibba? Also, have you also checked the sealing fuel pumps for the power plant and also the nuclear reactor which connects to the hyperdrive?
I don't know anything of which you just spoke.
Jargon.
It's a traitor! Shoot him!
I just scoop fuel and bodies into the refining forge.
Oh, it's a rating. Yeah, he seems
Wonderful.
harmless enough.
Why do you have 3 arms?
There's a reason I'm a rating.
Yeah, haven't you seen the Underhive? There's like multiple mutants in there.
Is this so you can dual wield tools at the same time and masturbate?
If I answer yes, are you going to shoot me?
To be honest, I'd
No.
love that, but oh well.
So why is there
Such
why is there
information
blood on your
compromises
blade?
your
And why
answer.
is it not human? Why is there human and inhuman
you hear a curse
blood
to
on
the
your
Emperor
blade?
as I'm fighting with the last pack.
Move forward. Out of the way.
Well, let's move forward, but I pull out my last gun, but I don't point it at him.
He kind of Alistair moves forward.
I'll,
Can I move
initiative
forward
again yet?
alongside the guardsman?
I'll give Hedy some encouragement by shoving the tip
Checking around
of
for
my
suspicious
gun into
activity.
his neck and say, hooray.
Awareness roll, right?
Um,
Am I the only one who sees just heresy at every corner with this group?
Oh no,
Hello.
I'm getting
Hello,
closer to
I'm-
them for a reason.
I
You see
am-
heresy?
I
Heresy.
am also querying what's going off here.
You're talking to and about to trust a frickin' mutoid. Come on.
I say,
Well,
best
there are
case scenario,
mutants in the
that's a
Imperium,
mutant
so-
which needs purging. Worst case scenario, it's Xenos, in which case it needs purging.
Yes.
Oh, no, best
Purging
case.
McBurger
purge.
Purgerson?
That's right.
What?
I'm going to change
Purge?
my name to Purgy McPurgerson. And then I'm going to invest in flamethrower training. Because it's always best to kill it with fire.
Good investment.
I ask him again. Why is there human and Xenos blood on your blade?
He kind of smiles half-heartedly.
That's not the answer I'm looking for.
Can we roll initiative, please?
Firing again?
Fire in the hole!
Well, I can't because I've got to spend 2 rounds on jamming this fucking las carbine.
I'd be doing it
on
now.
fasts.
Alright.
I think that's a 9 for initiative.
Yay! I get to be the first to try and ungem my gun.
What's the general consensus? Do we kill him?
Yeah, just kill him at this point. He's not answering our questions.
Well, try to kill him until he answers our questions.
Well, I suppose that's a workable compromise.
Are we rolling initiative again?
Yeah,
Yes.
Well,
you guys are
he's got a
rolling
menial
initiative
job.
again.
He doesn't have any information.
Holy shit, did you see that?
Jesus
Since
Christ,
we rolled
Sophie.
13.
Can you do that again on my
Nice.
bus carbine?
Oh
Why
god,
is it doing
the
that
mutant
now? What
runs
the hell
again.
did it do?
You mean the roll chance with a 71% chance?
That one.
Okay, so it goes first.
Okay, let's
I
do
can
it.
show
Let's
you
have
where
it.
the
Seem to
power
roll-
conduit is, and maybe we get the lights back on, yeah?
That does sound like a good idea.
It sounds like a trap.
Eddie, your turn.
Well, I'll tell you what,
That's-
one person can
Bus
go with
carbine,
him.
just
The person who
give me
hates the
that.
biggest amount of heretics can go with him and execute him if they need to. Meanwhile, us the
That's
reason that
still
people
still
sit here.
unjamming the gun.
Okay, up next is Kai.
I'm gonna go with him.
Magulian, what is your agility bonus? Does that make you beat my initiative score?
His initiative is 1d10. He rolled a 6 base, so he's gonna beat you.
Okay.
He didn't actually add his agility to the roll itself. Lenzabi, what's
No,
with
it's
all the
just
rolling?
+3, I think.
I was having some issues with the dang system. But looks like I got a 7 for the actual proper roll.
Yeah,
Well,
so Sophie, what are you doing?
Nothing, to be honest.
Wait, should I have moved then?
Actually, I'm gonna move to there, which is next to the freight elevator. Yes.
I would
Yeah,
say
you
the
still have to
entrance.
walk around to get into it, but yeah, you're next to it.
I was going to say the freight elevator entrance is there.
Actually, no. I'm gonna move there, so I have cover.
and a gunship to escape into if things go bad.
Yes, and the gunship to escape into if things go bad and fly away.
It's actually not a gunship, that's a flak turret.
No.
Hey, at least
When you step into the chamber, the voidsmen that would normally operate it are strewn all over the room in little bits.
wonderful. Sounds like Glasgow.
And the firing mechanism is completely destroyed.
You are so unfun, you know.
So
By the
nobody
way,
can defend the
Sophie,
ship.
make a perception check.
Ah, damn it.
Actually, perception's not that bad.
Unless she fails to see a fucking Genestealer right in the corner.
Well, yeah, I suppose there is that.
Perception is 34. Oh,
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ouch.
I don't think roll. I don't laugh. For fuck's sake.
It is a Genestealer.
A pure strain! Pure
Can
strain!
I shoot it?
You don't notice it until it comes to swing at you.
Oh, shit. Bye, Sophie.
Fee, I know we talked about this, but I hate you right now.
I remember asking if we'd be able to get guns later, and you were just like, "Yeah, on the next level," and I was like, "Oh, thanks."
Yeah, as soon as you guys go up the freight elevator.
Fucking hate you.
If only I got.
Oh.
No.
Palpable hit.
It was
You
nice
can
knowing you.
dodge.
What?
You can try to
Dodge.
dodge
What, rolling a 1 to succeed?
at a negative 43.
So basically, just roll 5 or below.
Yeah.
It's all based on your agility.
Which is 27.
5 or lower, or you can try to parry.
What's that?
Weapon bonus, in this case, minus 43.
I have a weapon skill of 29 and agility of 27.
Oh.
Manol says this group is going to end up a Slanesh versus Genestealer cult, and the Slanesh versus Ingvar is a freebie.
I also have melee weapon training as well.
That just means you can use the weapon without penalty.
Oh, by the way, I
So
see
you
the laser gun
you just
jammed
need to
as a
roll a
short.
-5, a 5 or less on a D100 to.
Brother,
block
that's
the
basically impossible.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it is if you don't do it.
I'm sorry, I rolled a 2.
The shot you don't take is the shot you miss.
I'm dead.
Well-
I'm just gonna leave now. I'm dead.
Hey, not
you're
yet
dead.
necessarily.
It's one hit. Can I stop rolling high, please?
No, you had to go from just cultist to a full-blown pure strain. You
I just
could
had
have
to
just
say
put
it
another
too.
cultist in there, you know, Fee.
Yeah.
Your left arm, or no, your right arm receives a 12-point hit, pen 5. Effectively meaning you take 9 wounds.
I have 10 wounds.
You don't take any criticals yet.
Wow.
You basically fucked me over last game.
I did not.
You did. You didn't let me buy any armor.
Well,
Truth be told, the armor wouldn't help.
No, not with a pen of
Yeah,
5.
pen 5. No.
Pen
You need a pound
5
for armor.
would go through anything short of Terminator Space Marine armor without penalty.
Got one wound left.
Actually,
Yay.
best quality carapace armor would stop some of it.
Wow. Okay.
so
Yeah, like because that suit of the Van Braces,
So,
the arm
Arl?
and the chest I've got are 6s and 7s.
So Arl and Magellan both notice the Genestealer that is now coming out into the red emergency lighting.
Okay.
And Kai, the thing next to you, smiles at you quite evilly.
Kia bash his face in.
So who's next on
Right,
the
I've had
initiative
enough of
order
this.
anyway?
Can I
That's
draw
me.
both of my
Yes.
auto pistols and shoot him?
One word for everybody about
Right,
the
it's turn.
dude who was like trying to get us to walk somewhere. The word
Oh,
bait come to
fuck
mind.
me.
Does the word bait ring a bell?
Are you
Right. She's killing us
determined to
tonight.
start only war today?
No, no.
Ooh, snap.
So, the people who wanted to shoot him, if you just shot him, then everything would have come out of the woodwork and you would have been like, oh. But everyone
Yeah, but he
missed, and then there was a debate of whether or not to shoot or follow him.
And he was baiting.
Yep.
He was debating. See, I already figured out he was the dirty
Elevator
picture of
now.
Xeno.
You could all run to the elevator and squeeze into it and press the button.
Well,
Operation
not all of us would
Zoidberg,
fit.
go.
Beat you to it.
Operation Clown Car.
Lenzarb like, it's my turn, so I'm gonna run.
Wait, what's the turn list?
I'm getting to it.
Well, it's me
The
next
Tech
with
Priest
a
is a
10.
heretic anyway. Leave her.
How am I
Septus
heretic?
is next.
Okay. Do we still have a chance of saving the Tech Priest?
If you can take down a Genestealer.
Well, since
So I might
I
as well
made
just
the
leave at this
fatal
point,
mistake of not playing this game like an asshole, I'm gonna try and save her.
Don't. I'm dead.
Put it like this: that Genestealer has a 16 wound sheet. He has
You don't know
6...
what the Genestealer has.
Out of character.
Yeah.
Even out of character, you wouldn't know what this one has because the base one is random Genestealer. This is High Fleet Kraken.
Oh, you
Oh, shit.
bloody!
We're just
So, in the
leaving it to the
meantime-
dice.
Would you like to charge or shoot the Genestealer?
Ha! With the Tech Priest right in front of me that's standing in between the Genestealer.
You could shove her out of the way.
Yeah, grab
I'll
and
shove
move
her
her.
out of the way and shoot it. Shoot at it.
Rain, are you
Let the
resisting
heretic
being
die.
shoved out of the way by Arl?
I'd pull her back out of the way, actually, so she's out of the room.
Right, like, out of there.
Probably just
Spitfire.
shove her into the alcove here.
Spitfire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you
So-
allowing yourself to be shoved out of the way or are you resisting?
Yes.
That That's not a yes or no question!
Allow myself to be shoved out of the way so I can die later.
Fair enough.
Alright,
So
so
that's against ballistic, right?
charge is weapon skill. Because you're hitting
Yeah,
them with your melee
if you do a
weapon.
charge, you have to do a melee attack.
Okay, so I did the stupid thing and charged it with a melee weapon. Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
You're
So,
better
okay.
at melee anyway.
And you do
Yeah,
get a
but-
bonus.
Am I allowed
True.
to drag somebody
You
along?
suck
during
at
my turn?
grenade throwing.
Like, for part of my turn, grab somebody and move with them?
You can at half speed.
Well,
Okay.
I blonked it.
Can I use sprint with it?
Plus 20 for charging. Yeah, you still missed it by 7.
Well, I was
Damn.
gonna die anyway. I was a good Imperial God. Tyranids, it seems like a good way to die.
Unless it infects you.
Thank God it didn't bite Sophie.
No, they use that tongue thing to infect you.
That's
And he did it with a claw, so she's still good.
So, who's next? After
I'm not
Arl,
sure.
we have Magellan.
Alright,
Well-
I'll
Oh,
get
yeah,
the
can
tech priest to the elevator if I can. I don't
Yeah,
know
so-
exactly if that's a box in the way. But yeah, grabbing the
Yeah.
tech priest and getting in there.
Mm-hmm.
Only the gray things are solid walls.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Question: is the elevator going to work with the power out,
Good question. Have you tried the buttons yet?
or at least
Don't
looked
leave
at them?
us.
Look at the control panel to see if the buttons are still
Are
lit.
there any pretty lights on the control panel?
No.
Do we need a check?
You can just press one of the buttons and see what happens.
Can we roll to see if we press the right button?
Sure, you can roll to see if the Emperor's will is with you or not.
Try the open and close button.
What do I roll then?
Tech use.
Yeah, just roll tech use.
And then die a little inside when the elevator plays Lady from Impanina.
That's okay, because it means
Oh,
power's
dear.
on.
Oh, really?
The one
So
time
despite the power being off, the tech priest manages to press a single button on the elevator and the doors close and it starts going up,
Oh, that sounds fine.
leaving the other
Stop-
5 of
stop
you
button.
behind.
Hit the stop button.
I thought we were going to wait for the others.
Well, she got it right in the first try. That's, you know.
I'm going to
Stop.
point out that the elevator, according to the tech priest, has no power but is still moving.
Shake
I,
her ass.
The
I
machine
basically
search.
told
And
him
the
that-
movement is not fluid, but kind of a little jerky.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I had to offer it chocolate. This is the best I can do.
Are there any stairs to go up there?
No.
You get up to the next floor, but the elevator doors never actually, the inner doors never actually close, and the outer doors aren't opening.
Uh-oh.
Somebody
I'd
use a
start-
knife.
I'd start shooting at the ceiling.
Pry the doors open.
Wait, check
Somebody wants to try a trick check.
the walls of it. What are there any markings? Anything designating what the hell this is?
We'll get back to you guys in the elevator. You guys downstairs, though.
We hate you.
Believe it's Derek's turn.
It is.
It is getting to the end of the round. At this point, it is now Alistair's turn.
Do you
How
dare
does- how
use
does-
a psycho ability?
Yeah, how is the silence of the warp going to affect my roll?
There is no silence of the warp at the moment.
Well, like the nothingness of the warp, like
Oh,
how you said it was
that?
like silent.
Yeah,
your-
the high
all,
sleep thing.
all your rolls for psychic powers are at -2.
-2.
Because
Okay.
The warp, it's not the shadow of the warp, but the warp itself is dead quiet, as though it doesn't exist, as though there's no one out here to fuel it.
Well, Alistair just he looks at some of the 2 enemies over there and says, "You know what? I'm really fucking tired of this Inquisition."
Wait,
I
are you
hate
just
how
gonna shoot
there's a
yourself?
30-second wait to post. This is really
29.
annoying.
So let's see. 11. He gets 5 fire.
So that's -4 total. So you have a
-4.
25. Because it's
So I
-2
get-
on every die.
So 3 firebolts. Yeah, 3 firebolts.
That sounds good.
Ow.
You almost rolled 2 9s.
Yeah, but he didn't. That's the key.
They'd be -2. He actually can't roll powers of the warp out here. Unless he starts getting
Yes!
warp-related incidences around him.
Thank
Although
you,
that
Fiaura.
might work in our benefit for once if he did.
What if he gets
So-
minuses?
First one misses.
Well,
Wow.
that Ceramite totally had it coming. So did that
Any tails
Ceramite.
on that?
Completely had it coming.
Oh, there we go.
And that one strikes.
How much damage does it do?
I guess I'll 1d10 plus 5.
Ow.
If
It's
I
like
remember
a
it,
gun round.
I know some fire abilities ignore armor. I can't remember which ones. I have to check.
Go ahead and roll damage. Not that it matters much for these guys because they're flammable.
Yeah. Roll that 1d10 plus 5.
That's
Still having
D1.
trouble. That still is 7
There
for me.
we
Okay, there we
go.
8. Cool.
And they're flammable, so it's 16.
Whoa.
Ooh,
So
nice.
that one just fried.
Nice. Alistair
That one
just
explodes
starts
into
laughing.
ash and cinders in a small little puff of what was once a person. The one next to him looks at you and goes, I don't like you.
Alistair just wants to say, I am tired of these motherfucking Genestealers on this motherfucking spaceship.
Yes! He did it. He did it.
I had to say it.
And for last this round is Sir Flavian.
Is this space enough for me to squeeze in next to the Genestealer here?
Yeah, you can squeeze next to the Genestealer.
It'd have to be here, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd have to be there.
Okay, I'm going to tell the Psyche, watch the traitor.
Well, I'll burn him up if I have to.
I shout out, which one?
Yeah.
The one with the jab gun.
So now
That's
it's
the point,
combat
I've
for
got
Flavian. I've got to skip it of a round, haven't I?
This
You
is
could
not short,
use your power knife.
Are we rolling initiative again?
I don't have a power
I'm
knife.
gonna switch to the elevator. It's gonna be 2 separate scenes run simultaneously.
This isn't a charge, right? Because I can't charge in a straight line.
Correct, it's not a charge, it's a regular swing.
Do good. I just hope this Genestealer's starved or something, so it's nearly dead anyway.
Roll the
Well,
You
D20 hits
managed
us
to
again.
strike the already destroyed trigger console and smash what was left of a guardsman's head into it into little bits.
Oh, D20.
Back in the
I
elevator,
do agree
tech
with Earl.
priest,
Like-
please make a tech use roll.
Why?
Because it'll tell you some information.
Yes.
Congratulations. You recognize that the elevator is not in fact running on its own power, but something is pulling it, because the movements are of a natural creature, not of an automated machine.
I called it.
For fuck's sake.
Tech priest, get ready for the tentacles.
So,
Is it a hair?
what are you guys doing in the elevator?
I'm going to jam an
Can we see
emergency
the
medikit
cables
into my
above
character
us?
so she doesn't die from blood loss.
Well, you're not actually bleeding out at the minute.
That's a
I
good
have
answer.
one wound left.
Roll
One.
a d10, see how many wounds you get back.
Doesn't she have to make a successful Medicare roll?
Ooh,
Holy shit!
Wow!
Whoa.
she's tough and then some.
She's back to max hit points.
There we go.
Actually,
In the
actually, don't I
meantime,
have
what are the
another
other
now?
2 people in the elevator doing, and is the tech piece relaying this new information?
Apart from the fact that the person just got
The
healed
tech
from covering
priest-
the wound.
The tech priest jams a needle into her arm repeatedly, like it's going out of fashion, and sinks to the floor after realizing that they're being pulled along. She makes a hand gesture about that and looks on in horror as she realizes that this is probably some kind of huge fucking creature that might eat all of them.
All right. It's my turn.
Yes.
I'm slower
Alright.
than you, so
Quick
you
question: When were we on the bottom floor of this elevator?
You guys were on the bottom. You guys were on the middle deck of the ship.
Yeah, but I mean, is this elevator shaft one that goes all the way through?
It's the bottom of this elevator shaft. Yes, is where you were.
Okay. Can I see the cables above us?
No.
There's a floor. There's a roof.
You could
You
still
could
shoot
open
it
the
with
roof
a
hatch and
microphone.
climb up and see what you see.
Any emergency hatches on the floor?
One.
Can I open it? I wish to try.
Sure. Make a tech use roll to open the emergency hatch.
Can we jam the melter gun into it and fry whatever's below there?
Or you'd have to fry what's above, because you're on the...
What is Scammer doing while the guardsman fiddles with the emergency hatch to go down?
Okay, so what is Scammer gonna do? Let me see what little things I can do or not do in this situation.
I'd probably get a huge minus.
You've got an elevated door in front of you that's closed. You've got the hatch below
There's
you.
a very loud... and the elevator jerks.
It's a rocket ship.
You're about halfway past the doors for the next floor.
I will try to use my regular knife to help wedge the doors open.
All right.
The
make a
emergency
strength
door
check,
or
the emergency door that goes down, the emergency door that goes up, or the actual doors to the outer doors of the elevator?
Outer doors to the elevator.
Okay, make a strength check. And in the meantime, did you pass your tech use roll?
I got 47. Probably not.
What's your intelligence?
My intelligence is 38.
Do you
And
have
with
tech
use, I was going to say, do you have tech use at all?
Nope.
Would it be
No,
a good
you failed
idea to
horribly.
leave all of the tech uses to me because I have a 71% chance?
I had.
Yeah, well, you
In the
could-
meantime, Scammer, make a strength. Nope. You put the knife in, you start pushing, and the knife snaps.
Damn,
Well, that's
I'm out of
nice.
knife.
Add broken knife to inventory.
The elevator
Yeah.
comes to a stop,
Pull out my hand cannon.
and a large claw punctures the roof, attempting to cut it open like a can opener.
Jeebs.
The claw is about the size of your head.
Get
Fuck's
the
sake.
door. Get the hatch open.
Wow,
thinking
what is it?
screw the
What
hatch,
is it with
just
these
shoot
Xenos
through.
creatures and the tech priests?
While you lot figure out what to do with the elevator, back downstairs.
Is that top
Roll
of the turn order
initiative.
again?
Yes, everyone, please roll initiative. Who's still in a fight?
Oh, so we can just give up.
Never give in, never surrender.
Holy shit, I rolled more than 6 for once.
Oh my shit. I rolled shitty.
Sophie, you're actually in the elevator. You're not in the fight downstairs.
Oh, sorry. I
It's
forgot.
okay.
Ulster, is your
Yes.
agility bonus 2?
Yes.
Then I go before you because I have a higher agility bonus.
Okay.
So, starting the round, we have Hetty. What are you doing?
I finally clear the clip on my jammed las carbide and stick the new las pack in.
Good to know. It's actually their turn.
Oh no.
All right, so
Oh, I'm
these
gonna
two are
bump her
against
again.
Kai.
Yeah, Barbados, I may suggest trying to disengage from them.
Alright, Kai, you have one dodge or parry to make as they lash at you with their knives.
I'm going to go with a dodge.
Whoa!
The cop is not a ninja.
Slash roll.
I will learn to roll eventually.
Eventually, yes, you will learn to roll, and we will all be delighted when that time comes. We'll throw a party, give you a birthday cake, it'll even say roll 20 on the birthday cake. So you succeeded your dodge by 1, and he succeeded his to hit by 26.
Ouch.
It's an 8-point shot. No pen.
Sorry, what was
Where's
that?
it to?
You take 8 points to the left leg.
Is it primitive?
No. Actually, yes it is.
So I've got 3 armor from there, and do I still get toughness?
Yeah.
So I've taken 6 of that off.
So you take 2 wounds.
Yay!
Now
Maybe
make a
you're
toughness
less.
test.
Maybe you're less fucked than me and all. Maybe.
There's 2 of us. We can take it.
Ooh.
Not like that, you can't.
Ooh. Okay. Well. That escalated quickly.
You might want to fate point it if you have them.
Yeah, I think I'm going to fate point that one.
Are you using a fate point to re-roll, or are you burning a fate point to auto-succeed?
I'm going to use it to reroll.
Then take your re-roll. You're down to 1 out of 2.
Ooh.
Well, I didn't fail quite as badly this time.
Heck, you nearly succeeded.
1 off.
Gain 10 corruption points.
Nice.
That means you roll on the corruption table, doesn't it?
Nope.
Well, first a willpower test.
He makes a willpower test, and
Oh,
then,
of course, yeah.
and then this corruption is pre-selected and automatic. So make a willpower test immediately.
Well, if we can
Don't
manage
we
to
have
get the
a
tech
plus-
priest to the reactor, maybe we can set it off.
Don't we have
We're not
that,
getting out of this.
inquisitorial torture bonus to test like this?
Torture's
Yeah.
only good when you're interrogating someone.
Kai,
No,
if you could,
organs.
if you could come with me for a moment into platoon 1.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
User left your channel. Channel switch.
I heart you.
What have I done this time?
So the red and purple stuff on their blade
Yeah?
is Genestealer bile.
Oh, lovely.
You've been infected by the Genestealer virus. You have an uncontrollable urge to mate and spread the virus in order to benefit the hive mind. You have to make a willpower test to resist said urge when it comes up. You can be cleansed by sister hospitaliers if you were to find them. Good luck.
Yay.
Oh, and if the hive mind is in the area, it'll talk to you.
More voices.
Channel switch. User
Hey,
joined.
welcome
Kai
back.
is so thrilled.
Genestealer nonsense.
Speaking of Genestealer nonsense, Arl?
Wait, I go first ahead of the giant Genestealer.
They go on 12. No, you don't.
All is 8.
You're getting attacked.
Yeah.
Damn it, why did I say that?
Genestealers. It's like take a Space Marine assault trooper and then mix it with a freaking Eldar.
Nope, it misses.
It whiffs,
Yay.
thankfully.
That's why they're so bloody fast.
Then
I'm
it's
still
my
not.
turn, I believe.
Go ahead.
Ooh. Cleanse it with the Emperor's Fury. Seriously, you're going to need to get through its armor.
It does not, however, miss its ability to mimic, which means that it now has a 10% chance to dodge and parry you guys. Extra beyond its normal.
Damn it.
It's going to need it. Here comes a full out attack.
It's not your turn yet. The other cultist standing in front of Alistair is going to shoot at him with the last pistol.
Mm.
And he actually hit.
And he hit
I guess I'll do the roll to dodge.
You're negative 11.
No.
He's gonna take the burn.
Well, at least it's a las pistol and not the rending claws of a
Take
Genestealer.
7 to the torso. 9 to the torso, excuse me.
I think with my armor, that's
Armor and toughness.
Yeah. You have to shear
I
off
have
the
to roll
armor
my
and
armor.
toughness numbers.
said 7, right?
9.
9, so I take 3.
Ow. In the meantime, it's now Alistair's turn. And Sir Flavian.
Actually, I beat him on agility bonus.
Then go.
Bring that hammer. And he
smacks himself in the head with it.
Are you sure you didn't hit me?
Are we sure he's not smashing the corpses instead of smashing the Genestealer?
Well, that's
How many
98.
fate
That's a
points do you
crit
have?
fail. That means with him being in close quarters with one of us, he's got to roll to make sure he doesn't hit our ally.
Yeah.
Why did you mention that, Hetty?
Actually, I think I'll just.
Because that's
trade
what happens with critical
one.
failures. With
He's using a
hand-to-hand
fate
weapons.
point to save.
I don't blame him.
He's gonna re-roll.
Well, at least it's not
that's
crit
better.
fail that time.
Okay, so he just simply misses this time.
He hits the corpse again.
He kind of knocks the flak turret half over.
He smashes the other guardsman who was manning the black turret.
Well, at least the guy's
I wonder
dead.
what the Genestealer's thinking about this guy with the hammer.
It's
like
looking at him
wacko.
whimsically. In the meantime, Alistair, it's your turn.
Please,
How much
Beacon.
is a half action move again? Because I can move and do a spell.
Your agility bonus.
Is it 2 times the agility bonus? Or is that full move?
Your agility bonus is your moves are listed. Your movement rate is listed.
It
But
should be
half
on your
action
sheet.
move
Yeah. On your
is
sheet.
your agility bonus.
Okay, get behind Cutter, so he can be the
Cut to the meat shield.
But he's damn good at it.
Well, it's a case of my agility bonus is 4, so that's my half action. So
You should always stand behind Cutter. It's a good idea.
Nope.
oh, that's a 9.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's -2 though, isn't it? So it's a
So
7.
you have -1, -1, 6, and 7.
So
13.
that gives me 13. Okay, I can get 1 firebolt off.
Them some terrible rolls.
That's not 13. That would be
It's
11.
it's -2 to each dice.
So if we've got
6
two
and
negative ones.
6 and 7 is 13.
He's got 2 negative ones as well.
That's 11, and then +4 is 15, actually.
Yeah.
There you
Doesn't
go.
matter, he
That's
misses with the
fair.
fireball so badly, it's
missed
not
it.
even funny.
Whoosh!
I'd swear he keeps
Actually,
trying to burn the
it's not
ceramite of the ship up instead of the actual enemies.
Not that bad of a miss, because it goes against willpower, so I got close.
Alright,
Then it's Al's turn, I believe.
Yes, now I will commit
no,
with swift attack.
no, it's Kai's turn.
Okay.
Right. If I take a step back, only one of them will be able to actually melee me, won't they?
Correct, but the step back will cause the one that's not going to be able to melee you anyway to get a free shot.
There's a wall between him and the second creature, so there's only one.
That's a doorway.
Yeah, he's standing in the door.
That is a doorway exactly where I'm standing.
All right.
Yeah. I think he was talking about this being a wall.
Right, so instead of allowing them the free attack, I'm going to use this turn to draw both my auto pistols and take an aimed shot at the one below me.
Okay.
Ooh.
Daka 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 daka.
Twin link.
I'm going to fire burst fire as well.
Ooh.
10% for aim, 10% for burst. By the way, they get the one you're shooting at gets a free shot because you're aiming in melee.
Either way you slice it, you're getting a free shot. On
So an extra 20.
Aims in melee.
Yeah, he misses. Yeah, you get an extra 20 to hit.
Ooh.
Well, one bullet hits him.
2.
No, 1. 65 out of 66.
So have I got to roll separately for each one?
Yes, you roll separately for each pistol. Two bullets hit. Make 2 damage rolls.
The amazing accuracy.
Well, to be fair, you are dual wielding.
Isn't dual wielding a full action to shoot both?
So that's the right arm and the leg.
Yes, but I don't take an action to draw them.
There's the right arm and the leg. He takes 3 from the second shot, and he takes 8 from the first shot, actually bringing him down to -2.
Sweet.
He's actually. Hold on. Let's see. The second shot hits him in the. Do we say arm?
56 is the.
I think it's the right arm.
No, 56 is the body. And
56! 56! Fuck you, you're 56!
36 is the. Where's the 36? Oh, 36 is the. That can't be right. 36 body as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Shot him twice in the body.
He has taken multiple levels of fatigue and is stunned for a round.
Nice.
I get bonus points if there's a pack of hungry Genestealers waiting at the bottom. Well, there's not a pack of hungry Genestealers waiting at the bottom. There's a Carnifex.
What is... Wait, what?
There is no way we can handle the Carnifex. No freaking way.
Melter gun to the face.
Didn't we bring a pistol that's like a
We
last
can
cannon?
we're going to be lucky if we even get through the Genestealers. You kidding me?
Okay, so how do we get out
Because
of this?
Carnifex, what we have to like
I'm working on
Sharknado
an
this,
emergency shaft
throw
at-
Sophie into the
come on.
Carnifex and let her explode it from the inside
You
out.
saw what happened with Space Marines versus the Carnifex.
They didn't
Arl
have a melter
Septus,
gun.
it is your turn.
I use swift attack, so I hit him with my sword twice.
Awesome! Yes, famous last words. We're gonna die!
Yeah, just the Steelers with
What the
cultists alone is going
fuck?
to be our undoing.
Whiffity, 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 whiff.
Wow.
I'm not liking this program at all.
I should have quit while I was ahead.
Yeah, roll d20
Roll
is
20's
like
just been screwing you guys today.
big time screwing
Well, it
us.
seems
multiple
So,
Beginning
back in the
multiple
elevator, what is
missions.
everyone doing? What action are you taking as this thing is starting to cut the top of the elevator open like a can?
Trying to open bottom hatch to get away.
Hmm.
That sounds like
Just
a fun
hinting,
song.
bottom hatch, getting away. Awesome idea, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're going to succeed at your tech use.
but I'm going to have to do something too.
Could you just
It's
rip
ripped
open, like do a toughness test and rip open the hatch?
Strength. It's strength, not toughness.
Or strength. Strength, yeah, sorry.
So, someone get me up to date with what we're actually doing.
One of us is trying to get the escape hatch from the floor to open up so that we could try to escape this elevator by leaping down the shaft.
Could I try a tech use?
We're not that. We're only one floor up.
I, on the other hand, are going to try to buy time by, now that there's a hole in the thing, I'm going to take a shot to try to wound the Genestealer.
So basically, the tech priest attempts to do something but fails miserably.
Just spends fate point totally.
You use a fate point.
Actually, for you, it's a very easy task to walk over and operate this, so it actually opens because you have plus 20.
Oh.
Nice.
Fiaura being a total bitch. Fantastic.
The elevator shaft is very dark, and you don't sense anything at the bottom beyond the red lights shining out from where you just came from.
But we are one floor up.
Yes. Are you guys
No,
jumping?
Yeah.
Would it
yeah,
be worth trying to
we were on the
perceive if there's a
bottom
ladder
of
you
this
can
shaft.
reach?
If we're only one floor up, how big is the floor? Like, how many feet up are we?
You're about 8 meters up.
Damn it.
Because you're a floor and a half at least.
At which point
see
you
a
then
ladder
get
anywhere?
to see the face of this thing, and it appears with a very heavy carapace face and many tentacles for its mouth.
Oh, fuck.
A lictor? Oh, crikey. That's way insane.
It appears to be bleeding quite a bit, but it is also very pissed off.
I think Linzabi would almost prefer the Carnifex at that one.
No. It's a little easier to kill the lictor than the Carnifex, but when I ran a party through that, they had a hell of a hard time killing the lictor. It wasn't easy.
Did they have a melter?
No.
So,
have
what are you guys doing? This is your last chance to declare action before I go back to the guys downstairs.
Wait.
Turning a gun and firing on the opening where we can see its face.
Yeah.
I'm going to use the
Concentrate
melter
fire.
gun on full blast, and I'm
Triple
going to
shot.
aim at its face, and I'm going to skull fuck it.
That'll be entertaining.
I'm running my Tantrum 54 saying, "Death to the Xenos."
I have dead eye shot. I think. Does that do anything?
Oh, the Emperor!
That's only if you call a shot.
It's only if you called shot. But in the meantime, go ahead and make your rolls.
So ballistic skill. Anything else?
Point blank, so plus 10.
And which are you using as a regular shot on it, Sophie?
And it's a large target, so plus 10 more.
Nice.
Oh, and I'm using full charge. I can't remember what that was. Was that a plus 10 as well?
No. It just means it does a lot more damage.
Although if you want to risk blasting the cable or whatever's holding the
So all
elevator
three
up
of
at
you
the
go ahead and
moment-
roll.
Mm-hmm.
1 second, I'm trying to figure out how to type that out.
So
For the,
I have a plus
Emperor
20
got
damage.
my
Success
hand.
Yay, Linzabi hit.
Lol.
Sophie
Sophie.
hits.
Sophie. Oh my god.
You all three hit.
With a triple burst.
Well,
used to-
Magellan, you hit with 2 bullets out of your burst.
Okay.
So, everyone make your damage rolls.
Sophie get a damage bonus for her succeeding so much.
She gets 4 extra points of damage.
10 damage total.
What is it?
One
1
zombie,
d10
you do
plus
1 wound.
Wow, he's got some good armor.
Oh, it's just really
And
tough.
that's that's what that's what I'm saying. They're
It's
brutes.
Elixir. It's a big nid.
What was this roll like? What? I can't remember what it was again. The
Roll that
damage
again,
is
Look at
right?
your character sheet.
2d10 plus 4. Do I do that 3 times?
Yes.
Alright, my 2. I don't know how much I did.
You got
that-
2
is that
points
adding
on him,
on the
and
extra damage,
that's it.
or are we doing that at
second
last?
shot is what got him. The 7.
That
the
is
7
all
points
of the
damage
extra
did nothing.
damage, and it's 1 roll at a time. So
do
you
I
roll 2d10 plus 4, then you roll 2d10 plus 4 again, then you roll 2d10 plus 4 again, and apply 3 different damage numbers. And you're pinned stupid.
She got an Emperor's whoop ass. She's got it.
Roll your base ballistic skill.
What?
You got a 10 on one of the dice. Roll your base ballistic skill to see if you get extra damage.
That 16 could become a hell of a lot more.
Please, 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 please.
I just realized you're killing the thing holding the elevator up.
No.
What is he?
That's fine.
No.
There's also now a hole at the bottom of the elevator.
3 is 5.
So it's 2 plus 2 plus 3.
Well, I got 1 wound with a 10, so you got to subtract 9 to get the number.
Yeah, I'm doing that now. So that's 2 from the guardsman, and then from the meltagun, it's doing 3 more. So that's 6. No, that's 6, 7, and 11. So it's 24.
What about the extra damage? Did you include that in?
The 3 shots is your extra damage.
Oh.
Yeah.
In the meantime, it drops the elevator.
Of course it does.
Well, it just got hurt really, really bad.
And
even a lictor has a limited number of wounds.
Okay,
downstairs
guys.
with everyone who's having their fight, there's a loud crash from the flight elevator, and the doors open with the customary ding.
Oh, what? A cloud of dust comes rolling out of it.
Okay,
Yes.
I need to. Well, I'm going to try to use
Grab
my
my
catfall
brass.
for this, so I need to use
You
my
can
agility.
make an agility test in the elevator to avoid taking damage.
Okay.
Or you can make a toughness test to attempt to soak it.
Scammer, if you fail this agility test, I'm going to laugh so hard at you.
So I have to roll lower than my
but with a 40
agility
Scammer's
score.
like, I fall as graceful as a cat!
Catfall wins!
So Scammer comes rolling out with the cloud of dust.
Rolling out, Tentra up, ready to blast whatever's in his face.
That's
That was
right.
my toughness test. So
Something really big up there.
Someone just
That's what
rolled a 1.
I actually say there's something really big.
He's just rolled literally a 1.
Sophie, you receive a 7-point hit.
Actually,
Wow.
Magnulian.
Just your
Yeah,
general
it's
points.
rolled
Do you-
Disconnect
do
Take
your-
your toughness off. Take your toughness off. Sophie.
Magnulian, you actually seem to have misconnected your one with a D100. So you just.
Yeah, you need to re-roll that. You put a
Yeah.
space.
Whoop.
Do
You put a
not put
space.
Alright.
spaces. So it's roll 1d100 less than 35, no spaces, except for after the word roll.
wait,
Could have gotten
what am
away
I
with
doing?
it too.
You're doing
You're
nothing.
fine.
As long as you apply the 7 damage minus your toughness, you're fine.
Oh.
Ooh.
Alright.
Oh,
My bad.
we thought he was an Eldar, but he was an Orc instead.
Yeah. There's a pile of tech priest and guardsmen at the bottom of the freight elevator now.
Basically.
The roof, what's left of it, stays and wedges itself above you, kind of sort of shielding you from the bloodfall coming from the creature above you. And it's very upset.
Should we run to
really
the?
big and pissed.
In the meantime, Magellan, you take a 4-point hit. Ignores armor. Because it's
Who are
falling damage.
Scammer's like, I think we pissed it off.
Alright, so I took 1 point because of my toughness bonus? Yes,
Yes.
no?
In the
Alright.
meantime, everyone downstairs roll initiative.
Dun dun.
Oh, for the love of.
You rolled a 1, Eddie?
Aren't everybody now downstairs technically?
Yeah.
Yes, but that was their second round. And what's happened when this stuff is happening in the elevator, this is when you guys are fighting right now simultaneously.
Basically,
so order of
we had two
operations,
scenes going
the
off at
elevator
once.
is falling while you guys are doing this round of fighting.
Okay. So it has
Oh,
nothing to do with me, Sophie, or Magellan. Uh-oh.
Kai, you have 2 dodge rolls.
Can I just say that first one is nasty?
Well, Genestealer's bad enough, but then you've got the Lictor. And as I recall, Lictors also have a nasty thing called Toxic.
So, do we just call the game quits then?
No, because
No.
the Lictor
Not
just
yet.
took an absolute butt ton of damage.
No retreat.
Thanks to that
Yeah.
No
awesome
surrender.
attack of yours.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
Hedy,
Yeah, but that
Any
is
kind
the
of-
final charge-up shot I will ever get. I now have 3 single shots for the melter gun.
Well,
Didn't you
the
replace
Lictor
the
was
with
was
new
already
ones?
wounded. Hey, wait a
Yeah,
minute,
you got
guys.
new
The
ones,
Lictor
didn't
was
you?
already slightly wounded somehow, so. And then we just put a nice chunk of points into him, so he's not happy. He's probably close to death, maybe, if we're lucky.
I was going to say.
Oh, wait.
Sophie, didn't you get new charge packs when we were at the guard post?
Yeah.
Fee,
Yes.
Did I?
wasn't one of them stunned?
Oh, you're right. So yeah, you're actually, unless a 4-point hit gets through you, you're fine.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Genestealer.
Damn it.
Barbados is
At least
in
hit the
trouble.
priest.
It's amused by the priest. Are you kidding?
Yeah, the priest's amusing.
The priest is amusing it, so it's gonna hit
With
you.
Can I?
With the priest's wanton
You can
destruction
attempt to
of the
parry or
planet.
dodge at -32.
I'm gonna parry it.
Okay.
Might as well.
You and the priest got this. You got this.
Against my weapon skill, right?
Yes.
Also, something is very wrong when Sir Flavian wins the initiative roll.
Nope. Nope. I don't dodge or parry shit.
Wow.
Wow, that's a shitty damage roll. Take a 6-point hit.
Well,
Pen 5.
Minus armor and toughness.
Pen
Well,
5.
minus toughness.
well. Does 5 penetrate fully
It doesn't
for
penetrate toughness.
armor?
Yes, it
Yes,
goes all the way through
it
4
negates
armor.
your armor.
But it can't negate your toughness, so you still got that.
Okay, so against my toughness, I take 2 damage.
Damn, he's a tough burly sucker.
Make
Yeah,
a
it's a-
toughness
it's a-
check.
Oh, that's going to be the toxicity.
Damn it.
So you better make that toughness test.
Oh.
You're right, Manol. They're all
Fine.
going to be Genestealer cultists of Slanesh. At this rate. As if that's a thing that the universe needs.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Well, you just looked at Genestealer toxin and went, nope!
I literally,
Can't touch this.
I literally screamed, and the toxic just buried all out of me.
He Slime Mabo did. He just yelled and it fixed everything.
He may be a
Yeah.
Super Saiyan.
Oh God.
It's getting closer to Hedy.
Hetty, it
secret
charges
project
you and
by the
comes up with an
Emperor.
overhead swing to try to slash you with its big ol' knife.
So I need to do a dodge.
Using the
At
descendants of
minus
Japan.
20.
Dodge at minus 20. I hate you.
Well, that's because he has 20 better success than you. It's not my fault. Don't blame me for roll 20!
Oh, roll D20.
I am blaming
hates
you because you put fucking Genestealers on
Yes!
the board in the first place.
Yes! Yes!
Cultists alone would have been good. A
Wow.
Lictor and Gene
Succeed.
Stealers, that's just...
That's at minus 20?
Yeah, I've got 53 natural dodge because I've
You
got.
dodged the blade very nimbly. And it kind of just arcs over you, dripping toxin and blood everywhere, and then he hisses at you for having managed to avoid it.
It's not like his first time at a Chaos Spawn. It'll never be the
Oh
same.
God, no!
No, this is not Hetty's first dance with this sort of thing.
The scar still hurts from that one.
Alright, so after
You learned how to dodge.
after the Tyranid goodness, it is Sir Flavian's turn.
Yes,
Please
which-
do not hit flank turret again.
Something's
gotta hit
very
the
wrong
Gene
when
Stealer,
Sir
come
Flavian
on.
wins initiative. Anyway, all out attack.
So plus 20 for all out attack. You hit!
Wow, finally.
Wow.
Bloody hell! Did you hear it?
And that's like awesome.
That's like
success
5.
roll.
Is that 5 points of success?
It does not dodge.
Nice.
Because you
Yeah.
knocked 54 off.
Holy
shit.
shit! Double. Okay, he has to confirm those.
Does that mean he gets 2 weapon skills?
No,
to
you
confirm
only
those?
ever get one.
Ah.
Yeah, he just has to
It
get
specifies
one.
in the
No,
rules.
but if he
you
makes
only
it,
get one.
but if he makes it, he will confirm them and do awesome damage. Nope.
No.
He does
No,
24.
shame. But it's amazing nonetheless.
24.
10-4. And it doesn't have the primitive quality.
What type
So.
of damage is it?
Impact.
You hang on. You monobladed it into it, so it's no longer a primitive.
Yeah, it's not primitive with
Yeah, that's what he
monoblade.
just said. He just said that.
I thought you said it was primitive. Sorry.
No.
It's a mono. It's
So
just a
with
mono.
a straight up body shot, there was a loud audible crack and many snaps as the sinew and muscle in the torso of the Genestealer snaps into little bits, and several dozen ribs shatter under the impact.
Wow.
The creature doubles over, spewing up blood and toxin, and is barely standing.
Can I fish?
Well,
But it
that
is
knocked the
standing.
smirk off its face.
It's like Arl Septus. He can't hit shit, but when he does, it dies.
It's Arl.
Well, this
no,
is Sir Flavian.
Sir
This is
Flavian.
Sir
that was
Flavian.
Flavian.
This is
This is
Sir
Arl's
Flavian.
turn.
I was about to say, that'll teach the
Oh, sorry.
Genestealers to laugh and get out of priest.
Good job distracting
Well,
it.
Sir Flavian just pulled the
finish it
rev.
off.
You gave it a false sense of security with the 2 silly blows, and then you went.
You know, Genestealers have regeneration, but I don't even. You guys didn't wound it up to this point, and now if you kill it in one turn, I guess it doesn't get to use that.
Nope. If it dies, it dies.
I have to
Done.
hit it. Is
Yeah.
full out attack talent?
No, all that attack just gives you plus 20 to hit, but you get no dodge, no parry.
Okay, I might as well full out attack. That's plus 20.
Come on.
All right. He goes full D&D Berserker Barbarian mode.
Flurry of blows.
Plus 20 to the weapon skill, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Still doesn't hit. Oh my god.
You have
Use a
swift
fate
attack.
point.
You have swift attack. You still get your other swing.
Okay, I was about to say.
You could also use a fate point, like you just said.
Well, he's got swift attack first, so let's see.
Yeah, let's see what swift attack does. Then we can call on the Emperor's assistant, see if that fails.
Swift attack, 99. Oh, wow.
Okay, now we
Nice.
can use the fate point to fix the first one that failed.
Yeah.
It does not dodge. You can make your damage roll.
Nice.
Do it.
That's a
I just
straight up
probably too much
1d10.
pain to even register the attack coming in.
Plus your strength
Plus
bonus.
strength.
So
Don't forget your
1d10
strength
plus
bonus.
5 for you.
Okay.
You have 50 strength?
He's
Yeah.
a beast.
He's put all of his
Dang.
points into strength and toughness.
Well, he is a
Dang.
feral,
He has made himself with one objective. I wish to bash things.
and it's a good job.
Congratulations.
Well,
1 point of damage gets through it.
Mm-hmm. So now
at
it's
least I
at,
hit it.
but by the sound of it, he's now down to another level of critical.
The force of the attack ruptures several organs, causing it to drop to the ground, literally puking up its own lung and retching in pain.
Wow.
It dies in a pool of its own blood, vomit, and toxin, which actually starts eating through the floor slowly, and over the course of the next minute will cause the floor to open up into space.
You
might
might
wanna get
want to
out of
get
that.
out of there and hit the emergency shut button.
Yeah.
Well, we can just close the door to the flak cannon.
I'll pat all Septus on the back.
No, the reason remember the power's been cut. The only way the door's closing is emergency shield.
Hetty, your
is
turn.
bad.
The only way the door's
Which
closing
yeah.
is if you manually close it.
I
Alright.
have a strength of 53. I can try it.
Well, it's probably a crank then. You know, just spin
Yeah.
the crank so it closes the door.
Okay, so I am point blank going to do a burst shot, which is aimed. Okay, And seeing as I can do it without penalty, I'm going to call a shot on this guy's head. And thankfully, I don't have to dodge anything.
He tried. He tried really hard.
No!
Wow!
I'm going to fake point that.
Roll D20 again says, F you!
I'm fake pointing that roll. I'm retaking
this
it.
many misses. They're like whiff,
Roll D120 is like, you know, you can't have nice things.
And enemy the whole time's like right here looking up going, we're
you.
down
I know.
here. Come on.
There we go. 12 points of damage to its face.
I would have laughed if he would have dodged. Because then you would have been like, 12 points of damage to his dodge. 12 points of damage to its face. Okay.
Yep.
Is it still alive?
He has 1 wound left.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
And then you get into criticals. Someone is
Well,
suggesting
hopefully
I unleash the Patriarch with the tamed Carnifex.
No.
No, that's just way
A Patriarch riding a Lictor, riding a Carnifex while riding a Hive Lord.
That's riding a Hierophant.
That's riding a Necron. What's the big Doom
Monolith.
World? No, the what's the big Doom World thing that destroyed planets? I forget what it's called.
Let's not get into Necrons and Tyranids working together.
Margaret
shall we?
Thatcher.
Alistair, you go to round up our round. Actually, Kai goes.
Yeah.
Well, Alistair, at least you know you don't have to kill me this round.
Well, I'm going to fire 2 bursts into the one on my right this time.
Okay.
I mean, you stunned one. Try to stun the other and make it easy on yourself.
Nope.
A single bullet hits. All on the shoulders of an Imperator Titan possessed by Tyranid biomorphs.
Oh, dear.
That impressive
Congratulations, you did 1.
Wow.
He has 8 left. You kind of, you kind of nicked his ear off.
Oh, man.
So, would someone like to help?
I'll throw any extra fireballs.
Alistair, it is your turn. I wish you luck, my dear, because you might die now.
Uh-oh. Why would Alistair die now?
Yeah.
He might explode.
Well, remember, Fee, what are you cooking?
You know she's not going to tell you.
What's 414? What the hell is that?
Sorry,
That's
I
God
accidentally
mode.
forgot the slash. I forgot to put the slash or something.
3, 4, 5.
Or the
Indeed.
D.
Supposed to be a D10, not.
No, I'm rolling the D10 for a reason.
No, I'm
Oh,
talking
you
about
rolled
Alistair.
you rolled a D410. What the hell is that?
Yeah, so, sorry.
That's God mode.
So you rolled an 8, a 0, a 5, and a 1.
8 to 0, 5, and a 1. That's 8 plus 0, 13, 14. So I only get 1 fireball. Darn it.
It's a 17, actually.
Oh, 17.
We got the full
Okay,
plus
2
4.
fireballs. 2 fireballs. Then,
Cool.
Yay.
Hey, that's finish off the guy in front of me and finish off the stunned guy down at the bottom.
Miss.
Congratulations, the Ceramite appreciates your contribution to its paint job. The other one hits.
Yeah.
Is that a crit or no?
No.
Wow.
You can actually work your critical hits with psychic powers.
Oh, really?
Isn't that the most righteous powers?
Well,
Son of a
it's
bitch.
the same reason you can't score critical failures. Who did you hit?
The one right in front of next to Cutter.
Congratulations, you did 2
That
damage.
one.
He's at -1.
I thought you said it was doubled because of the
Oh, yeah.
incinerate
So
thing.
12.
Oh,
I think
he's
it's
cooked.
8. This is at -7.
So that's energy damage.
Alistair is just laughing like a crazy pyromaniac at this point. And I
Screaming like
also...
Purge
Now I'm
from
just
Thanos.
imagining Mandark going, ha 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 ha.
Yeah,
Ha ha
and
ha ha ha.
that's only a half action, so I think I'll shoot him, too.
The energy attack cooks the target's organs, burning his lung and heart with intense heat. The target is stunned for the next 2d10 rounds and reduces their toughness by half permanently.
Ooh.
Wow.
So, how many rounds is he stunned?
10.
Oh,
Leave him. Go deal with the guy down there.
no. Let's
Yeah.
leave him in the flak room, which is slowly opening up to space.
Yeah, we could do that.
As he's stunned, can I drag him in there?
Sure.
Alright, I'll do that on my next turn then.
I guess, do I have line of sight to where,
You
Kai...
have line of sight to the stunned one, yes.
Okay, I'll try doing a shot there, because I don't think I can do 2 psychic powers in a row.
You can.
Or at least... Oh, I thought...
Perils of the Warp becomes 8, 9, or 10.
No then. No, because I
Just
can actually roll one of
Don't
those with the
crit
minus
fail,
2.
otherwise you're going to risk hitting whichever
Yeah.
one it is down
You
there. I've
should
lost
go
track.
for it. You can only get Powers of the Warp on a 10.
No. I missed.
However, if he gets Perils of the Warp on a 10, it would be hilarious if it was Greater Demon of Corn.
You're using too much of that magic, so Corn wants you dead.
Alright,
No,
so
I
now that we have
missed.
finished the round, the lictor suddenly explodes out of the elevator shaft.
Oh god.
Yeah, throwing the cultists in may have to wait, Eddie.
Yeah.
It's also right in front of you.
Oh, shit.
So, I'm going to roll random fate as to who gets hit by its incoming attack, as to who gets targeted by its incoming attack.
Right.
So that would be...
Hetty, evens or odds?
Oh, go evens.
Yes.
So
This is amazing.
are odd.
It misses!
Yay!
Yeah. It could have been like before.
It's all that blood. It's
Like
all
the
its
first
own
time.
blood in its eyes. You can't see right.
Yeah.
It hisses at you and spews Tyranid goop all over you.
Yeah.
Do you melt?
The hissing more sounding like at this point because it's more gargling its own blood than actually hissing.
Oh, joy.
Top of the round, everyone rolls initiative.
Well,
That's more like it, not great.
damn it!
Oh, we're rolling
Hey, I
initiative
rolled
again?
better than you,
Bloody
Sophie.
hell. What
Yes!
the... Fee?
I'm sorry, the lictor gets plus 11?
At
They're
least the-
insanely, brutally fast
I know,
and
but to
powerful.
then bloody crit roll as well.
I love you, Hetty!
Oh,
Well, at least the
Lentarb
Genestealer's dead. Oh, sorry, Eddie.
Okay.
What's the toughness on the lictor?
6.
See, are you also rolling for the cultists?
There's only one that can still
There's the
actually
cultist.
act. Oh, god grief.
Okay, so only one of its scything talons out of the 2 scything talons in the bite managed to actually hit you, Hetty. You need to roll
Yay.
a minus 34 dodge to avoid it.
Minus 34. Wow.
Because you get 11 out
Okay.
of 45.
Hey?
Also, the people in the elevator can roll initiative now because you guys are down here with everyone.
Yeah,
What
everyone's
did you
out
say
of
the penalty is?
I already rolled.
Negative 34.
34. Okay. 53 take 34. 40. Yeah.
Do I actually want
What's that?
to go out
19?
of the elevator?
I don't know. Do you?
Actually, can I shoot that lictor?
Yeah.
No, the lictor burst out from where it was. There's a giant hole in the elevator shaft about 9 meters above you.
Wait, so we're below them?
No, you're on the same floor.
But I'm next to the lictor.
There's a wall.
No,
Yeah,
you're in the elevator.
Oh,
You're
well.
actually
Well, can I get out of the lictor, out
there.
of the elevator and shoot the lictor?
Yeah, when it's your turn.
you've got to go
Wow.
there. So if you stood about there,
Hetty, you take 7 points. Pen 10.
what 7 points of damage?
Pen 10.
Penetration 10. Joy. Does my toughness still count? I can't remember.
Yes.
So that's 5 wounds.
Quarter penetrative power
where did
there,
it hit me?
Fiaura.
I'm just looking at the damage roll and going 1, and I'm like, you mean you could roll up to 16 and you rolled a 7?
Hey,
Send them back.
that's a good thing.
Hetty soaks most of that.
Well, I soaked 2 of it. 3 of it, sorry. No,
You
2.
have toughness, so
Yeah.
you take 5 wounds.
Yep.
Still standing though. Still kicking.
I'm still standing.
The one of the 2 cultists who is not stunned whiffs horribly as he tries to swing at Kai's head.
Uh-huh.
Woot!
So from here I have 12, 11... Teddy, it's your turn.
Yay. Well, I shout that this thing needs to die in the name of the Emperor.
You know you're lying.
Oh, just go full burst on him.
Oh, I am doing burst fire because that's the most I can do with this. Aimed, point blank. Again, I'm calling shot on its face.
To the face!
Jesus Christ. At least I hit, I suppose.
Eat the cheeks, it's the sweetmeats.
Roll Emperor's whoop ass. Come on. Aw.
12. So I did 6 damage to it.
It can't
Well.
be happy.
It's at -3.
Energy damage.
So it's starting to die.
Or just starting to.
It is stunned for 1 round as the flesh around its chest and abdomen cook off.
Nice.
Yay!
Yeah.
Right, it's chest and
It's
abdomen.
that-
I shot it in the face.
Oh, you
Oh,
shot it
yeah.
in the head.
Yes. I remember I called the shot.
It is stunned for 1 round as the attack cooks off its ears.
Woohoo! That thing has ears.
Ear holes. It has ear holes.
You literally cinched
Had.
its ear holes shut.
Yay!
Had ears.
Yeah.
It had ears. It doesn't
Well-
anymore.
At least it's stunned.
Great job, everyone. Okay, Magellan, you're up. No, wait, it's not Magellan. It's Kai. Kai, you're up. And Alistair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually try and shoot this one again.
Okay. So, just remember, everyone, the torture is sponsored by you guys. Any tips are appreciated. Wow, the
Finally
second
hit
gun
something.
hits with 2 bullets,
Wow.
and the first gun is a flak gun again. What did you do? Literally point 1 arm up and 1 arm straight ahead?
My right
Dodge
hand is my
this!
non-dominant hand, so I'm just shooting the wall next to it.
But what it is he just triggered the other pistol just before the other one, and the recoil knocked his aim off for the other hand.
No, what he's doing is he's spraying rounds around to the right of the guy, going, "Dodge, I dare you," and then shooting him with the other gun while that gun keeps him from dodging that way.
Suppressing fire!
Yeah, he's trying to be John Woo.
Yeah, he says suppressing fire, and I can't remember what it's from, but it's the guy who just immediately sprays the entire magazine in a direction.
Archer. Cyril.
Oh, yeah, Cyril.
Yeah.
Suppressing fire!
That sounds like it came from the first Predator
Holy
movie.
shit! It just kind of...
Destroyed him.
Mono just cracked that at least the Lictor can't hear our bad jokes anymore.
The target jerks back from the force of the attack, throwing its head back and spewing its guts out of its own mouth as it drops to the ground in a shower of gore that only an anime could top.
Or a Tarantino film.
Yeah, don't forget Tarantino films.
He's dead, Jim. Alistair, what are you doing?
Well, first, I mean, it's been doing me good so far, so crazy pyromaniac time.
Okay.
Good.
You're now at -1.
So it's 7, 8, 1, and 4.
+4.
So
Plus
you're
4,
basically at 24.
Yeah, 24. So that gives me 2. Yeah, 2. Wait, no, actually, it's threshold's 11. So actually 4. Actually, yeah.
Ooh.
Gives you 4?
Brutal.
Yes, it does.
Purge. Kill it with fire.
Literally.
Literally.
Do I get a
Wait, are we
kind
on the
of
very bottom
kill
of
it
the
with
ship?
fire.
would I get any bonuses for
Boo.
point blank?
No.
Or does point blank not work in this? Okay.
It is stunned though, so.
It's stunned, though. So, but you don't get any bonuses for point blank because it's a willpower attack.
If we survive to get to the ship's armory, I'm stuffing my pockets with man stoppers.
1 hit?
2 hit.
2 hit.
Right.
Unless
That's just
I
been
get
in the
any bonuses
fireballs.
for it being
Cleanse,
stunned.
purge, kill,
It's
and
just turned
Dave.
into like a space Hulk mission.
Anyway.
Yeah, but it may feel like a Space Hulk mission, but we ain't no damn Terminator suits.
No.
I know.
Could be worse.
Yikes.
I think he killed it, Jim. Yep, Jim, he killed it.
He threw a lot of fire everywhere. Which one of us?
Can I like say how this action? I just want like Alistair to put his hand on it and like incinerate it, like.
So if this is what he did to Lichter, man, that's gonna smell like
Burn up its body
barbecued.
rather than let it bleed everywhere.
The entire
Yeah.
body of the creature is encased in fire, melting its skin, causing its eyes to pop out like superheated eggs, spraying the eye goop everywhere until it lays on the ground like a charred, blackened corpse, shrieking in agony and letting loose a psychic ripple that drops the other Tyranids in the room.
Cool.
That's Alistair laughing like a maniac.
Alistair also needs to make a willpower test. In the meantime, as the creature slowly dies, it screams over and over again, the screams echoing in your ears like the painful ringing of a bell tolling right next to your face. At which point, when it finally stops shrieking and becomes a pile of ash,
At least if it's ash,
drops
it's not
to the
going to be
ground.
corroding through the floor.
I make it.
No, it's
Good!
cooked and burned, so that's done. But
You don't take any
Yeah.
damage from the synapse creature exploding, Psyker.
that scream is going to be bad news for us if we can't get the ship running out of here.
Yeah,
I
but
go
at least
to
we're
the
not
my
imminently
stuff
dead.
removal.
Are you guys
that
going
I
to try to
dropped
close the
somewhere
room
here.
that may be exposed to the vacuum very soon?
They
Do it.
said they
I'm
were
gonna
doing
do
it.
Or is the vacuum going to expose itself to the room, and then you're all going to have a nice, roomy vacuum?
I'm gonna try and close it.
You got to roll
right.
the hand crank that
There is no
grinds
hand
the
crank.
gears to shut. How do you shut the door then?
You have to just pull it closed.
And lock it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's let the guy with the greatest strength do that. Get it all nice and jammed in and locked.
Well, I've got
Fiaura.
24, so that ain't
You
me.
have 3 attempts, Alistair, to close the door with your raw, muscular manliness until such a time as the vacuum of space will begin to try to suck everyone out.
Let's find a way out of the room, maybe.
Let's
Generator.
close it first.
Well, we've got this slight problem. I'm guessing we may need to work on the power conduit at the back of the ship to get power restored.
Yeah, let's get
Let's
the tech
move.
priest down there.
So if the tech priest wants to run down there while Alistair messes with the door,
What?
I'll take point.
I'm being included
yes,
for
we
once.
know. Get down to the power
your
generator at the
your
bottom of the
job,
map.
you're getting used something that actually fits
Should I
in your
roll
job
awareness as I
description.
move along?
Your
Okay.
job description is being requested.
What am I doing?
They
Follow.
want you to try to go fiddle with the power conduit to restore the lights.
Where's the power car?
At the bottom.
The bottom of the map, where it's down here. Scroll
So
down.
can I,
So,
was fast.
Alistair, go ahead and attempt your strength check at -20.
Can I assist Alistair?
Let's make sure we
No.
guard the tech
Oh,
priest
I
from getting ganked.
should me, Arl, and
Can
all,
I
like,
take up
Flavian all work
tactical
together?
position then?
Can we have one person at a time speak, please, so I can understand what the hell all of you are saying?
I was asking if I could assist all Septus in trying to close the door with my manly strength too.
You can try. If you
mine
fail the
4.
strength check, you'll impede him.
Call upon the power of the big 2-2.
This has been the Church of the Big 2-2 with its head preacher, Flavian.
Or, Sir Flavian, how many fate points do you have? We could burn one and just automatically seal it.
Got 2 fate
Manal is
points
begging
total.
for a surprise Carnifex in the power room.
No!
No.
Manol can go jump on a spear.
We barely made it out with the lictor. Are you kidding me?
Do I have any minuses or bonuses to this test, Fiaura?
It's -20.
Besides,
Minus
it's a
20
human
to
ship.
the assist test?
Yes.
Then I might as well not try, because I'm more likely to impede him than anything else.
Alright, Septus, -20 to close the door 3 times. Good luck.
Rock, Torok, rock, Torok.
So that's
I guess
33.
I guess I'll try helping him too. Or
When do I get to fiddle with the power conduit?
Wow, he gets 1 success.
So just before you get the door closed, you feel the vacuum of space open up, and then the locking mechanism kicks in, and the door seals shut as the howling wind inside sucks everything out. You hear all the crashing and banging for a moment until all of the air is gone, at which point it's completely silent in the other room. One of the
So I did-
guardsmen who was lying face down, by the way, turns out he was slightly alive, and you get to hear him screaming as he's sucked into the vacuum of space, one little piece at a time.
Through the door?
He survived.
He getting
You're
bashed in the
telling
face
me
by a hammer.
he survived Flavian's hammer swinging around, smashing him in the head.
Oh, he was the third guardsman in the room. Flavian only hit 2 of them.
oh,
If he'd missed again, then it would have been, oh, that guy cries out in pain. You know, the first guy
Well-
smashed, second guy smashed, third guy whack. Oh, God!
Well, after that,
So
I go
Now,
next
while
to
that's
Kata.
happening and everyone is still over there working on the door,
Into
Tech
the
priest.
elevator.
No, none of,
Kata.
no.
guys, none of you are moving yet. Something else is happening at the same time.
okay.
What is everybody doing at the power conduit?
I'm gonna
Guarding the tech priest.
fix the situation, whatever that is.
Yeah, standing guard.
Do I just make a tech use wrong?
Tech priest, you walk up to the power conduit and you begin to converse with the machine spirit.
Yay.
It looks at you and goes, "What?"
What am I doing again?
You're talking to the machine spirit of the power conduit.
Activate the power.
Trying to turn the power back on.
Okay. I would.
Overload the generators.
Guys. Shush. Sorry, I haven't done anything for like an hour. The tech priest looks at the machine spirit and holds the torque conduit in her hands. She asks the machine spirit to restore the power in the name of the Omnisar, so she will be able
I need
to
the
get out
zaps
of
to
there.
make the buzzing.
Do I just make a tech use roll then?
Figure out why I don't have the zaps.
Do I make a tech use roll?
Sure.
Wow.
You
That
managed
was
to
a-
very quickly figure out what is wrong. The power conduit has had its main power line cut and severed from the rest of the facility. In order to reconnect it, you'll either need to hotwire
User
it or get a new
disconnected from
line.
your channel.
Where would the new line be?
Do you have a new power line?
Why don't you just splice the cable?
Don't tech priests start out with spare parts? You can use some of those. You just...
Yeah. I've got 9 spare parts. How many spare parts would it take?
3?
Alright, let's use the 3 then.
Crank, 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 crank. Power conduit thanks you and seems very happy now to be humming again as the lights slowly start to turn back on across the floor of the ship. Over at the elevator shaft, you hear the door of the next level open and somebody yells down, "Oi! Who's down there?"
I look up and say passengers.
Is it possible to glean what nature this voice is?
I ask who's up there.
Sergeant Nadina!
Well, she has a rank. I might as well talk to her because I'm guardsman.
You seen anything strange up there?
Yeah!
User
Xenos!
entered your channel.
Yeah, sit down here.
We
big
just
one.
killed a lot of them.
I got to
Where's
burn
the
them
What
all.
did you do to the elevator?
They're
A
big. I don't know. What happened to the elevator?
A giant alien crashed it. We killed it.
I got to burn
a,
it alive.
giant alien tried to eat it.
Tentacle teachers don't leave that out.
You guys down at the power conduit can hear them yelling at someone in the elevator shaft.
I think there's another one down back here.
A rope drops down.
Thank you.
I'm going first. I'm the meat
I'm
shield.
gonna climb the rope.
Well, let me go first. I can take the hit.
I'm already there.
All right, I go follow you.
No, I'm after.
Do I
him.
have to roll for this climb, or is it simply enough?
I'm
that I can just
escorting
do it?
at him.
They actually hoist you up.
Cool.
Is that another elevator?
Can a
No.
host of both be and Hedy at the same time?
That's an elevator down.
Ah.
So as Hetty is lagged up, he suddenly finds that he's at the wrong end of about a dozen voidsmen and 5 others pulling him up, all pointing las guns at him.
I'm alright. I kind of got whacked by a giant alien, but I'm not. As far as I know, I'm not going to turn nasty on you.
He's been whacked by something else.
They throw the rope back down. Is everyone going up one at a time?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going next.
Yes.
I would very much like to get out
There's
of here
7
as
of
soon
us
as
down
possible.
there, so.
So I guess we just all go up.
I just moved myself over there so I'm out of the way.
You're all hoisted up to the next floor, at which point there are 17 guardsmen plus a sergeant standing there, all in Imperial Navy fatigues, indicating they are actually voidsmen, whose sole job it is to be the marines of the ship. They look at all of you one at a time and go, "Great."
If it helps, we kill the big
I
one.
would like to point out that I killed the Carnifex and turned the power on.
That was a
Didn't
lictor,
kill
not a
it, that was a
Carnifex.
lictor.
And technically I killed it.
Yeah, I stunned it, he killed
What
it.
are you talking about? There were Eldar on the ship.
What?
There were
Eldar?
The giant thing crawling in the bottom of the elevator.
Well, if one of you wants to go down there, no, it's not, because it got turned into ash by the fireballs. Yeah.
Thank you.
They're the cultists. We can show them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Which
go
they'll
to
be
the
down.
sergeant and say,
Another guardsman
well,
pipes up, "I found an orc!"
We turned the power
No.
back on.
Good
This is why you're all still alive.
well,
No.
aside from our teammates' complaints, we did solve the power problems. Sergeant, can you explain to us what's the situation here?
The entire ship is offline, and the power problem you solved is only for the floor you were on. As you can see, he points up in the emergency lighting, as you guys have now realized, you're being showered in emergency lighting and guardsman flashlights.
Well, I just say,
Miss
well,
Ted
that's
Priest,
great.
would you be able to assist the guards with this?
I better get paid for this.
You're in the guard. You don't get paid.
The guard's
for
like,
this.
"We got plenty of spare parts, but none of our tech priests are alive. They're all dead."
We got one.
Can I salvage the tech priest parts?
Sure. You
Yeah.
find in the odds and ends and spare parts, you find about 16 spare parts.
Excellent.
Cool.
I now have 22 spare parts.
You walk up to the next power conduit and realize that this floor's power conduit doesn't just have a severed wire. No, the whole thing's been smashed into little bits.
How would I go about repairing this?
There's
Nice
no
roll.
repairing this as far as you can tell. You need a whole new constructed template.
What about salvaging it?
Salvaging it could get you some more spare parts if you make a tech use check.
Could we carry the
Okay.
generator from the...
I was going to say, what's about the conduit on the floor below? Would that
Yeah,
work?
I was about to say that. We can just carry it.
The conduit is bolted to the ship. You'd have to disassemble it and reassemble it completely from scratch.
62, one
Oh.
success.
Cool, you managed to salvage 7 additional spare parts from the broken conduit.
And it's not something we can kind of jury rig.
Well,
You'd have to find the
hang on,
maintenance bay and get
hang
the
on.
extra parts.
Hang on. I have inductors which emit and siphon power. I also have a potential coil which stores energy in fields.
No, you're not understanding. Based on your understanding of machinery, this machine is completely incapable of being restored.
Great.
Could
Yeah,
you jury rig the
imagine
new
a
generator?
machine confetti.
Yeah, that's what we're getting at. The power conduit and the generator on this floor has been turned into machine confetti.
So it needs
So,
replacing.
how many floors are on this ship?
7.
Which floor
How
are we
many?
on?
You're on deck
Currently.
4.
Which deck is flight deck?
Deck 1.
We need to get up to deck 1 then.
No, we should
I'm
go
back.
for the bridge. Get
Yeah,
this
that's
ship
what-
and
However, you do notice that, lying on the floor are 2 dead Eldars. Eldar Guardians.
Can we take their stuff
What?
as well?
I was going to say, I'd like to rummage through while they're looking at the power conduit, I'd like to have a rummage through the Eldar Guardians, see if there's anything of interest.
They have their armor and combat knives.
Are their
Well-
knives any better than our knives?
It's Eldar make.
They're
Of course
Eldar,
it is.
so yes.
I'll
Could-
grab the knives and offer one up to whoever wants it.
I'm gonna
Presumably,
take it.
whoever has the best agility should get the knife first. And it definitely isn't me.
I have
Well, it's not me.
43.
I've got 43 with a 37 weapon skill.
Then you two should get the knives.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a thought. Alistair has a thought because he remembers the stone that
So-
Chiguro gave Rena. So he looks at any of those guardians have one.
Yes.
I'll take them.
They glow
Well-
and hum in your hand, and as you take them, some voices return to your head from beyond the warp. Just the 2 of their voices.
All right. So what's the
Observe
what's the
them.
stats on these Eldar knives then?
1d10 plus 4, pen 6.
What? Wow.
Or 1d5 plus 4, excuse me, pen 6.
1d5 plus 4, pen 6. Okay.
Quality, what craftsmanship?
They're Eldar.
They're Eldar.
There you go.
Um,
I'm putting it in his Eldar knife.
They're
Yeah.
automatically best quality Eldar monofilament knives, which is why their stat line is 1d5 plus 4, pen 6.
6.
But
Jesus.
they also count as being short, which means when you go to parry or when you go to parry with them,
Yeah.
you get a negative.
Okay.
Well,
But it's
I'm
better than the standard knife that I've got in my hand. That I've got available to me.
Would the tech priest be able to salvage any of the Eldar armor?
It wouldn't fit us. It's going to be too slender.
It obviously wouldn't fit a human, but
The
you,
tech priest weighs 40 kilograms.
you can attempt to salvage it.
Yay.
Do they have any like psychic relics on them? Something that
You
might
can
be
make
just...
never mind. It doesn't matter that it's negative 30 because it's Xenotech. You managed to get the armor off of one of them. Yes, banhammers come in all sizes, Manal. All sizes. Even the tiny little ones that you hit people on the dick with.
Wow.
Yes, it's heresy to use the Eldar knives, but I don't think they care.
Well, I took the soul stones because I figured
Slayer
they might
of
be
Heresy, they
leverage.
haven't figured out what exactly is actually going on yet.
All we know is so far is Genestealers, Eldar, and the occasional Orc.
quote, according to Manal, we had to recently discontinue the vibrating banhammer for heretical reasons.
Yeah. Sophie was having too much fun with it.
Orcs, Eldar, and Genestealers and Lictor, what the hell is going on is what I want to know.
Yeah.
So what can I do with this armor?
Are there any windows I can look out on this
Suits of
floor?
armor for someone who weighs 15 kilograms. And happens to be 2 meters tall.
I'm 2 meters tall.
Yeah, but
how?
how
15 kilograms.
Yeah.
I don't think Eldar could weigh 15 kilograms.
Well, if he let himself go.
They would not be able to support themselves whatsoever.
It's Eldar, it's in 40k fantasy verse.
They're built like birds.
Anyway, are there any windows I can see out of from here?
Yes, it's the deep blackness of the void with no stars that you can tell.
So it's still the deep blackness of the void.
Would I be able to at least put some of the armor on? Like, not the full suit.
Perch the helmet on top of your head.
No. I mean things like arm shields, knee pads.
No, it's thinner than your arms. You
Wow.
could take it apart and try to forge new armor, but that would take time.
Okay.
And heavy duty
Keep it with you.
tools.
I'm a tech priest.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
We need to fix the sheep.
Alistair, make a perception check.
Second essence, I guess.
I was going to ask if I could do an awareness check
Yes,
as well.
yes.
Drat.
Right.
No, I sense nothing.
Also,
We're on guard.
It's not that you
Checking.
it's not that you sense nothing. It's that you don't sense the lack of something yet.
Seeing as I was going to ask if I could do an awareness, can I do one anyway, or are we just going to say no because Alistair got the check anyway?
Go for it.
Okay.
Can I do one?
Everyone can do one for us. Yeah.
All right. Galleon's making one too then.
I mean, I did one. I failed.
Cool.
Hetty, you noticed the servitors aren't working.
I ask, why aren't the servitors working? Shouldn't they still be working?
No.
Don't they power themselves? Tech
I'm pretty
priest.
sure I just crit failed.
Yes.
Why would the servitors not be working?
Magellan, you notice your
Would
own
you like
fart
me
and
to take
try
a look at
cover
the
it up.
servitors?
Sorry, what did you say,
I always get
Sophie?
gassy after butchering.
I have full common law machine cult and full tech use. Would I be able to do anything regarding the servitors as well as secret tongue?
You walk over to the servitors and discover that they've actually just kind of powered off.
Oh, would I be able to turn them back on?
You could turn them back on one at a time.
Find one that looks the least threatening, please.
Okay, so we find the butler servitor.
Fiaura, could I do something else while they're doing
The
that?
servo skull appears to
Yeah,
have
can
no
we?
power pack whatsoever that is charged. Instead, the power pack is completely dead.
They probably used it to charge their las guns. Well, can we talk to the guardsmen just to see what their side of the story is?
Yeah, I'd like to do that too.
They say they encountered an Eldar force destroying the power conduit, and when engaged, the Eldar force only had knives to charge them with.
That seems suspicious for.
Does
risking
anybody
their
have
lives.
Xenos?
Do the Eldar
Another
look
one
strange
claims
at
to
all?
have run. Another one claims to have run into snotlings led by a single orc boy.
I have forbidden
not
law
Snotlings.
Eldar.
Can you just roll? Can you, if Sophie does a roll
Oh,
on
excuse me. Sorry, guys.
Eldar, can she work out if that would be unusual for Eldar to just run around with a knife?
It is very unusual. All of you are aware that Xenos often carry guns.
Right.
I want to go to the.
There you go. I rolled it anyway.
Cool. Xenos, the Eldar, they should have guns. They should have shuriken launchers.
Which
Well-
shouldn't actually work.
It's science fantasy, not science fiction.
But I go to the sergeant and ask, was there anything else they were attacking? Strategic points.
One of them
Sorry?
claims to have been attacked by... 3 of them claim that their squad was wiped out by chaos cultists.
Well, can I go to ask the sergeant? Is there any still commanding staff on the ship, like that?
He
the
looks
captain
at you and he
himself,
goes, I don't
lieutenant?
know, none of the comms are working.
We
Well,
must secure the bridge.
well, is there any
Can I roll
fleet commissars?
scrutiny to figure out if there's anything off about these guys?
The last commissar I saw had lost his mind completely and blew his brains all over the deck.
Well, that's completely ironic and amusing.
Fiaura, can I try to
He
stir them
blew
to
his
kinetic-
brains all over the deck after he shot both his feet off and shot his own dick off. On purpose.
Even much more hilarious.
Okay,
Commissar
Anybody-
Manol, if he's gonna go out, he's gonna take himself out.
Fiaura,
anybody got any ideas what might be going off in this case? Because there's things
Does
going
anyone
off
have
that should not be
Forbidden Lore
possible.
Warp?
Hold on.
No. Bikers, time to step up.
Hold on. Wait.
Succeed.
Nice.
2 things.
Forbidden Lore Heresy.
Jade would, but it's not here.
Well, Alistar just aced a warp.
Yeah, by 2 successes.
Well,
So, what is everyone?
Did I-
What the people who have rolled? What did you roll for?
Forbidden Law Warp. Wait, do I have Forbidden Law Warp or Forbidden Law
The-
Chaos?
You got warp when you rolled it, when you got the powers.
Arl Septus has neither.
Okay,
Oh,
so I don't.
I'm pretty sure all Septus got the Forbidden Lore War.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did when he got whacked with the
No, he has
psycho
Forbidden Lore Warp.
abilities.
He has it. Okay.
So what do I know from this happening?
After a few moments, both of you come to the realization you're sitting in the center of the universe.
Alistair just kind of goes pale and
Wow, the way your mic work was like the perfect lead-up sound for a realization in a movie. You're sitting in the center of the universe where the warp is absolutely calm, but also where every form of the warp interacts with each other.
So until we get the ship working, we're not moving.
You're not only not
I'll-
moving, you can expect random visitors who've been lost in the warp.
We can literally
Alistair just-
expect anything that's had anything to do with the warp to just suddenly turn up.
Alistair just kind of looks at everyone and is like, we're at the center of the sun, the very imagination of the universe.
I don't know
are
what's
at
going
the
off with your
center.
mic, but it's breaking up really badly.
Or should I reset you real quick?
Probably.
Well, what he was gonna say, I would just say, ditto.
User disconnected from your channel.
It's kind of weird when the
User entered your
feral
channel.
guardsman is looking at someone who said something very knowledgeable.
Oh, let's see if that's any
Ditto.
better.
User disconnected from your channel.
Oops.
So, the guardsman takes account of all of you and says some of you need some improving. So, who here does not have regular modern armor?
Me.
I just have a flak vest.
He offers you some use.
I have chainmail.
He
Scantily clad.
offers.
One by one.
Can I speak?
Sorry, boss.
For those who are wearing primitive armor or no armor, he offers you some freshly used guardsman armor, i.e. off the dead corpses of his friends.
User entered your channel.
That's rather generous.
And that
What
is
guardsman armor are we talking
Imperial
about?
Guard flak armor.
It's regular Imperial Guard flak armor.
Are we talking about just for the chest or for anything else?
It's for the entire body.
I
Chest
want to say it's
armor.
actually
Yeah.
better. It's actually better than the armor.
The helmets are kind of useless as they mostly have holes blown in them.
So
than nothing.
what armor is that?
Guardsman's flak armor.
That's
No, what armor rating is it?
And then this game turns into only war. Have fun.
No.
Wow.
What's
Here's some lesson
rating?
for
Okay, whoever keeps trying to ask questions, you're breaking up so badly I can no longer understand you.
Use the chat box on the roll 20 net.
As far as what armor rating it is, it's 3.
3 on all parts of the body except for the head.
Yes, unless you want to use the bad quality what's left of helmets that used to be their friends.
Being flak armor, though, it counts as 5 against blast.
They're friends, I don't care. They're dead.
My character now has a snowball's chance in hell of actually surviving anything.
So would the helmet actually provide any armor?
It'll provide 3 armor against everything and 6 armor against blasts.
6 against blast?
Yeah.
What?
Doubles.
Well, we'll take the helmet then.
The helmet will provide 1 point of armor.
They're wrecked helmets.
Better than nothing.
Well, at least my armor is much more powerful than your guys's. It's inferior.
So, this is the part where we start wrapping up. Because it's 5:20 here.
We need to start fixing that ship to get the hell out of here.
People are dying.
Alright, I'm gonna reconnect TeamSpeak so that fixes my issue.
Disconnected. Connected.
Whoa.
Bucko, you're breaking up bad.
That's you.
The TeamSpeak's breaking up badly. Yeah.
It's not in my ear, guys. It's on my ear, and it's annoying me. Because it's pressing...
The warp is trying to eat us.
Speakers of
User
the headset.
disconnected from your
Again.
channel. User entered your channel.
Okay. So. Everyone have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being as I only have a flak vest, do I get to have full armor as well?
Si, senor.
Thank you. Oh, Manol is disappointed we didn't die.
I'm trying really hard, Manol. I really am. I've got 3 more tricks up my sleeve to throw at them, and they might die from it.
That's for next week.
Very fun to kill the Genestealer.
Tune in next week for what could quite possibly be the finale to our to our Dark Heresy game.
Will we survive this? Will we die horrible deaths? Or will we be forced to blow the ship up like a big sun?
Don't worry, Spitfire will survive. Should be the only one alive, but should survive.
Wants us to die already.
As she walks off into the sunset, followed by a posse of Damon Baneblades, who are now her bitches.
Oh, we are in the warp.
Damon Baneblades of Slanesh. No, you're not in the warp. You're in the real space,
we're in the
but
center of the universe.
You're in the center of the universe.
So where the warp collides and meshes together. So
It's beautiful and terrible.
I'm not going to mention the slowly being pulled into a black hole part. I mean, did somebody say something?
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, damn it!
I said XP. Did we get any of that stuff?
No.
Not even for killing the Victor.
You don't
We
get
killed
any
the
XP.
Lictor.
You don't get any XP till the end of this one, according to what I've written.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Fine. Survive and get out alive.
Your experience
Fine,
is
yeah.
you're not dead yet.
Then we have to
Yay.
face the morphine again. Hey, we've got to somehow get back from the center of the universe. Do you know how long that's going to take? Even if we get the ship working?
Well, if we do a warp jump, it could take anywhere from backwards in time to a billion years.
Manol says no matter what, you will all die.
Yeah, sounds about right.
That was a very good game.
Oh yeah, but I'm going to make it as epic as I possibly can.
our next report to Sister Morphine is like, yeah, well, we went to the center of the galaxy, so that
Universe.
happened. Yeah.
And I burned things. That's just doing my reports. Like, I burned a lot of shit.
And Hedy's not done anything heretical yet.
Yet.
Yeah, speaking of
Sorry,
Hedy,
I've got to go AFK for a second.
Alright. Well, I was gonna ask Hedy during the session, like, well, since that grim alien died gruesomely, did you get turned on, Kara?
No, it's only if he kills it.
Well, it died right in front of him.
Yeah, but
That's good.
I mean, you could still try pumping it, but I mean, there's not much left of it.
Oh god,
it's gonna be very dry.
Where we wound up.
It's time for a ninja fax.
Oh.
Is that like a Carnifex wearing a black robe?
Yes, it's Carnifex wearing black robes and throwing down smoke bombs. Carnifex-sized smoke bombs.
So don't be surprised when it blows a hole in the ship.
No, they just explode in smoke. They don't actually wouldn't cause damage to anything. Hopefully.
Well, we spaced one room already. Prepare to space an entire hallway.
Yeah.
Who says the bomb has to explode to make a hole in the ship?
You're lucky I don't have grenades.
That's a point. That's a point.
You people are lucky I ran out of grenades, and I gave one to the cutter. Oh no, not cutter.
Scammer. But I used that against the orcs about a while back, so hey.
Yeah.
You start throwing around those grenades. I will do to you what I did to the.
Barbados, stick with hand to hand. You suck at grenades.
Hey, I could just ask.
I hope everyone.
I could just
had
ask
fun.
my Imperial God.
I
Did
hope to see
everybody
all of you
in-
next time. Make sure you've hit the like button. If you did have a good
Like.
time. If you didn't, the dislike button's right over there. But you're not as cool with me. Just saying.
Yeah, keep it at 0.
And if you all had fun in chat as much as we had fun
Oh, I see
playing
the
this,
one dislike. I just saw the one dislike.
we'll see you again
It burns.
next Friday. Oh,
The
who hit a
dumpy tower.
dislike? What the hell?
Derek, you have a live hot mic. Remember, push to talk.
That's
Don't worry. I like the stream in the end.
No, it was a book I have was resting on the book to talk button. Sorry.
Derp to derp to derp der is what I heard.
So whoever hit the dislike.
I have no one to thank for tips today because I got 0.
Damn.
My
I
pride.
tipped you last night.
I know. It's fine. My
It's getting
pride's been
towards.
wounded.
Just ask our local mafia boss. He can surely give you money.
Oh God, he may be running out of funds. Who knows?
I'll be offered up
Who
as a
knows?
sacrifice though.
Anyway, I'll see all of you tomorrow for Armored Warfare. I'm scheduling that stream right now. That's what all the clicking has been.
Yeah, definitely gonna be there. Better like that video.
Man, darn.
Well, I have a lot of catching up to do watching all those videos again.
I made a playlist of all of them on my little thing. If you
We'll
want
need to
watch them in
purge
order.
the town.
Well,
That's a sad thing. The tower have nothing to do with the warp, so we won't find any of them to kill. That'd be nice to kill some Tau.
But we got
Really?
everything
Yeah.
else. Yeah, the Tau can't even use the full warp at all. They skip off of it.
Yeah, so there's
Yeah.
no chance of us killing them here.
unless
Hi,
specifically
this
screws
bag
with
of
a
hugs for
group of
$5
Tau, just
sold.
cause.
Actually, I have to say thank you to Jens because he just dropped a 5-er.
Oh, there we go.
It's
Shout out to
something.
James.
And I do have some good meat in my fridge, so well, you better get something to it too.
Thank you, Jens. Alright, so
Oh,
I'll see all
there's-
of you tomorrow for Armored Warfare stream, hopefully, and you guys all have a good and wonderful time.
Well, Panzer can't
Bye.
like him surviving on
See ya.
because you're on an iPad.
Deuces.
We're gonna die.
Also, my hands are
Yeah?
purple. I've had them in alien blood. My neck
You mean your hair
Looks
dye.
like she's
is
still moving up.
purple. Look at that. Look
Yeah, you shouted we're all gonna die. Like, that's a
Look at all
bad
that.
thing.
at all that.
Hey, I'm a god's expect to
Purple.
die. Come with us.
This shirt
We're
is
all
getting a little
heretics
dye
here.
on it, but you can't tell because it's
Hey,
gray.
and
It
also
was
there's
a
another
horrible thing to do.
I am not.
Purple.
You're a heretic by association.
Anyway,
Well,
Well, no,
we now
actually,
have
he was
a
meant
separate.
to be our commissar, apparently.
By the way,
Did you try to hide your
Docker.com says I am
stash of heretical stuff?